All right, this podcast is brought to you by Orgullo wine, unofficial sponsor. We're just drinking it because we like it and because
it's delicious.
The owner's with us,
so we got access.
And we got access. All right,
yeah,
welcome to Fourth Mill. It's been a minute.
How long has it been? Like a year and a half?
It's been. It's hard to say because like fucking lockdown shit threw me off. So we were doing them
before.
Way before.
Okay.
Yeah. Way before with guests, right? And then when everything happened, we kind of just stopped, and then we started doing weekly check-ins on Zoom with Vice.
Okay.
And Ruckus.
Yep.
And we're doing them every week. And then it just got to a point where like, all right, we're talking about
what are
the
we talking
same
about? Yeah.
Because we're not out. You're not out.
Every topic was, how many sit-ups have you done? And, that's Ruckus. How many?
5,006.
Instagram Live and this and that. So
I forgot about Instagram Live.
We did it for a while. We did it for a while. Yeah. And then it just kind of got.
I think because we started streaming too, so like all of us three, a bunch of other DJs all started streaming. So like, kind of like Fourth Meal podcast got pushed aside.
Yeah.
Because when you're nowadays streaming, also is like you're talking.
Yeah, basically, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
But for the first few months, we weren't supposed to be together either, right? So everybody was
me, Scratchy, and Eric were together.
I don't think anybody in this room applied by that rule.
We were breaking some rules. Anyway, let's go back to the intro. This is good though. Chemistry's hot. Headliner Music Club, Fourth Mill. We are excited to be back, and I recently seen our guests at an event, and then right after the event, I was like, she needs to be our first guest.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Eric Dlux, DJ 5. We have Izzo here. Izzo, we wanted him on because he helps us a lot with marketing and branding with Headliner Music Club, and also my personal stuff and Fade as well. And it's good to have a non-DJ's perspective as well, because
Yeah, we on. I've been in the DJ world, but behind the scenes.
You've been in the business. We both a little short background. We both met at Power 106. We're on the Flavor Unit on the street team together.
Oh wow!
And then he went the sales route, started doing sales, and I went obviously on air and all that. But we're still
still going.
Still moving and our guest we've known for a while, and I can't even explain how proud I am of just her success, and it's not even, and she's just getting started. Like we've played with her for a while in Vegas. We played no, we played with DJ'd with her for a while, in Vegas, and we'll get to those stories. But she has a lot going on. And welcome, Angie Vee.
Thank you.
To the podcast.
Oh, thanks.
You've never been on the pod, right?
No.
Okay. Because, like I said, we were doing guests before, and it was so hard just to even get guests on. Just scheduling, and we were all busy back then. Everybody. Yeah. So either Five's out of town, I'm out of town, or a guest is out. Everyone's a DJ, so it was tough. But excited to have you on.
I'm excited to be here. I was like, what? Like when you asked me, you're like, I just want you to be the first guest. I was like, that's an honor. Wow, that's crazy. Sure, of course, like 100. Yeah.
No, we have a lot to talk about because I'm excited to ask certain questions about what you have going on, because it's not easy to do. Everyone has ideas. Yeah. But like the execution and getting shit done is not easy. And we'll go back to that, but I want to just start with a quick little, start. Like, how did it start for you? How long have you been DJing now?
A really long time.
When we say how long we've been DJing, people that are listening are like younger than our career.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we didn't say how long ago we started at Power, because
well, Power is already 20 years ago.
Yep, that's crazy.
I think DJing for me was probably about almost 15 years ago, maybe 13 to 15 years ago.
13, 15 years ago.
Hold on. Yeah,
Did you start on vinyl or?
I did. I started on vinyl. I wanted to be a backup dancer. That was my dream. I wanted to be a Janet Jackson backup dancer. That was like the one thing I wanted in my whole life.
You grew up in Pomona?
I grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, Altaloma. But I say the Inland Empire, I stayed in school, in one school, which was Altaloma, Rancho. But I lived, we were kind of homeless and like just all this crazy shit. But I lived in probably every city.
No, you got to say that with pride because like look at where you are now.
Yeah,
like that. That's important too. That's part of the story. Like
that's what made you.
I love that.
Yeah,
that hustle. Yeah.
I don't have any like ill will about any of that. I love it because I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to have nothing, and I know how to make myself happy in the midst of that. And I know how it's to have a lot, and I know how to make myself happy in that way. So I wouldn't have changed anything growing up. I love that, I know what it's like to sleep in a van or a motel room with 7 people. At the time, of course, it was like you have these, you're a teen and you're upset. But looking back, like, fuck no, I love it. I love it. I can be around any human being on this planet, from a drug addict to a doctor. And it doesn't change. We all take a shit the same. So, 100%. Everyone has a shit face.
Yeah, you got to, it pushes you even without us knowing sometimes. Like sometimes we do stuff and I'm like, oh shit, like that's things that from my childhood that I didn't even realize I was avoiding or working hard to avoid. But it just kind of
it's a different way of understanding the world, I think. And I think when you want to protect your kids, and I don't have kids, but I'm the oldest of 5 girls, so I feel like I have kids. You want to protect them, but I feel like you have to expose them to struggle, and because, man, all my nieces and nephews that are spoiled are the fucking worst. And I'm like, God, I feel bad for what you're going to be like when you're 27 years old and, life is starting to get serious. Like, I don't know.
When
but
you have to do
that's
shit on your own.
Yeah, old school. Like, I'm now old school. I'm the old school.
So how did your first musical journey, like how did you fall in love with music and know, like, just from birth?
Yeah, I think some people are born that way. You're just born. Have you ever met somebody that is like, I don't really listen to music? Your brain is like,
that's wild.
It's insane. That's
pretty crazy.
I have a friend who's like that, and
No way.
brain is, she's like, I just don't really love music.
That's crazy.
You're born with it, right? Like you're born with that.
Yeah.
So I think my father also just loved music. My mom,
can tell
like, my dad is
shout
like,
out to Ray Ray.
Yeah, dude.
Shout
out to Ray Ray.
Loves music. Like when you, just a couple of days ago, you posted him on your story. He was doing like,
his trumpet,
the trumpet, and just his motion. He's obsessed with music.
100%.
Like you can just see it.
My childhood consisted of being teeny tiny and him saying, okay, this person sings this song and I'm going to ask you in 3 days.
Oh, wow. So you were already knowing
from birth. Like our
names.
favorite games were like, he'd play a song and be like, when you're poor, you got to come up with creative shit, right? But it was very hands-on music. Like, who's this? And like whoever gets it first gets a candy or whatever, you know what I mean? My sisters. And
did he have a record collection?
I have it to this day.
Your dad?
I
still have it?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's actually how I started. So
have you ever done a stream with it?
no, I haven't. I tried
That'd
one
be
time
dope,
during the
yeah.
Instagram live days. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
like
it's a different. They're warped.
A little bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when you're on vinyl, you
It's
can get
different
used to
now.
that.
Like,
but when you're not,
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, you fuck it up. You can't re-cue it.
Yeah.
No.
You're fucked. I can't even believe we did that.
Yeah,
But
that's
he gave me 2 of his crates. I'd always used to get in trouble as a little girl because I would, when he wasn't home, play his records, and if I broke the needle, like it was me. Always get in trouble, but I always knew how to play a record. So then I got a little older, and him and my mom had separated, and 2 of his crates of records were just there, and I'm like, Dad, I'm taking it, and he's like, take them. So I started with 2 crates, and I bought Stanton, the Stanton DJ pack.
Yep.
It was like a 2-channel mixer. It was this horrible. I probably DJ'd on that for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And started doing just house parties for fun.
Yeah.
And
for
then
free,
that just
for
for
fun.
free.
Yeah.
The first girl that ever booked me, she was like, hey, I heard you're DJing. I was like, no, I'm just practicing. Like, she's like, well, my boyfriend's, graduating from something, and will you DJ? I'm like, well, I only have old school because it's all my dad's records. She's like, that's fine. She's my age. That's all we want. We just want to hear old school. We don't really want to hear anything new. And
That's
I was
crazy.
like, okay. She gave me $100 that night, and I was like,
Damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you
So
were
your
good.
first gig
Yes.
was 100?
My first gig was
I had to go
$100.
through to get $100?
I did like
couldn't
10 of them
believe
for
it.
free, for sure.
I was like, give me a
My
can
first paying
Coke.
gig was like $40.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy how she asked you if you're a DJ. You're like, no, I'm just messing around. Like when I first started DJing, I was so confident, and I probably owned like 8 records.
Yeah,
and I felt like I could do a whole party.
Oh yeah.
And I remember asking my uncle if I could DJ his birthday party. Luckily, he said no.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't let me. And then I ended up DJing another, like, you know, but yeah, play cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
Myra
got, like,
and Gabby, and it was like Myra's birthday in Carson. And I DJ'd. I would like, oh shit, running out of records. You'd flip it because they're albums.
Yeah.
I didn't really even have 12-inch singles. So I'd flip it to the like compilations. And I'm like, dude, did a whole party. Like, definitely ran back a couple songs.
Oh, yeah.
But I think even back then, like, and this is, I think you learned this probably yourself. If the music's good, it don't really fucking matter what you're doing.
No.
Or
Yeah.
it really, you could be the shittiest DJ. If you're playing good music, they'll remember that you're shitty, but they'll say, but he plays good music, you know?
That's probably truer today than it is.
100%.
Just the accessibility of becoming a DJ nowadays. And it's just like, oh, I've been DJing for 6 months and I'm headlining a festival. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking nuts nowadays. But yeah, no, it's true, because I feel like the people that don't know what talent or skills are, it's all about what you play.
Correct.
'Cause it's just like, oh, that's my favorite DJ. And I'm like, oh, why? Oh, I love the shit he plays. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's an unfortunate lesson that we unfortunately had to pay the stress level of not living that comfortably. But it's just true, you know. If you play good shit and the vibe is right and it's good and you're not an asshole, like, it's great.
Dude,
there's some DJs
you're not an asshole. So
there's some DJs I don't even know personally.
Don't be an asshole.
Yep. That's insane.
You can see them DJing that they're assholes. There's DJs that I've never met, and I can just watch them DJ and like, that's a piece of shit up there.
Piece of shit.
I'm not the only one. There's no way.
There's
I see a lot.
No one else? Me neither.
No. But the crazy thing is, like, it's like talent is obviously very important. You, especially like to become like top level DJing.
Correct.
Talent, knowing your music, but being a fucking good person is so important.
Always.
Like that shit just outshines the talent most of the time.
For me, I think so, 1,000%. Like, and that's the other thing. Now you have 50,000 new people that want to be a DJ. So, like, how do you run through people and decide? You decide on your personal relationships. You decide who works well with you. There's so many more factors now than just being able to DJ.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to you have to hit all these marks now that you didn't before, because the competition's too high. And
I feel like it's not even, like, I remember a few years ago we would all be like, oh, it's social media, you have to have a presence. I think that phase even kind of slowed down, just 100%. Because the obvious social media shit is like, A, saturated. B, it's like, you could buy anything and everything now. You could be verified, pay for it. You could be this, pay for it, followers, comments. Like, it's insane. Yeah. So, like, what's real? So it's going back to your I want to say music taste. Yeah. And the way you present and play the music, and also how people how likable you are.
Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I'm really excited about this conversation because I've never sat down and talked to Angie. It's only been like in a club, like walking through. Right. Yeah. Like back, I don't know, like when maybe shut down, where you were in Vegas and I think opening for Vice.
Yeah. I
didn't know her. I still don't know her really. That's why I'm excited about this conversation. But she was always the coolest in terms of like, oh, hey, how are you? Good to see you, and this and that. And that's big. That's huge, because you meet people every single day, right? And people are just like, oh, whatever, oh, you know. But the next time I met her, same thing. And then the next time we would just bump into each other, same thing. Mm-hmm. So don't be an asshole is so big. Asshole. It's huge.
That should be the title of the podcast.
I'm with that. I like preach that. It's just the truth. Like, just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this conversation.
Thanks, guys.
Get to hear who you are, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Full circle. That's saying a lot from Izzo. He don't fuck with that many people. He's not a hater, but he's picky of who he likes.
You know?
Okay,
he has a small circle.
You know, it's just I like to be conscious of who I let influence
I'm getting
my
there.
life and decisions. And
that's important.
I'm getting there. I'm learning. It's a slow learn. I love people. I genuinely love making people happy. Like, it genuinely, I like it. It makes me feel good to do something. Yeah, I like it.
But
in learning that you can't make everybody happy, number one. And two, I think you start getting to a level where then it becomes expectant amongst every person around you. And you have to start kind of like, fuck, like my tank is low as fuck. I just can't do it. So I'm learning that whole,
but it takes the time and trials of getting out there and weeding through the good, the bad, and learning who you are as a person, and
we're changing.
Be able to make those decisions. So
we're changing.
For sure.
We are changing.
Five, you were gonna say something?
Well, no, the convo's already passed. But I was like, the last person I DJ with was you before shutdown.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Remember, where were you guys at, Tao?
Tao. I felt like an asshole because I left right after. It's like, because I got so wasted. I was like, Angie, can you get back on? I left.
I think I did. Yeah, I think
Wait, you wasted? No.
But here's the thing. Like, I was at Tao for so long, and I freaking sat my ass in that corner, and it just really, to me, it was like college. Like, I want to get there. I want to get there.
Okay. So, obviously, we have a lot to touch on, so I don't want to like.
Let's hit the key.
Go on the full your whole entire come up. We could just like, all right. So you started.
Wanted to be a backup
music
dancer
because Pops Ray.
Yep.
Had the record collection.
Dancer friends.
Started DJing on the Stantons.
Taught me.
And then, do you remember your first? Like, obviously, your friend asked you to DJ. You got $100 from it.
That was my first
gig. Good for you. What happens after that? Do you start doing more house parties?
Yes, I start doing more house parties, which was great. I just learned.
For $100 a pop, or they just slowed down?
Kind of, because to me that set the tone of like, is this what I can do?
That's my rate.
But the house party is boot camp for like us, like DJs.
I tell every DJ, start in a house party. It's annoying. It's awful. I have kept my finger open. Yeah.
There are fights, shootings,
everything.
I got punched in the face.
I called the cops on my own party one time.
Really?
No way.
So you used to throw parties?
No, not my own party. The party that booked me.
Oh, you're a DJ. Okay.
It was scary, and I was like alone, and I was a girl, and it was real from the streets, like a crowd that I was like, ooh, this is not making me feel comfortable. I'm scared. I did a noise ordinance call. Yeah. Cops came, shut it down. I was like, oh no.
Oh,
I'll be honest, that happened.
Actually, I've done that too.
Yeah. I did it. I was like, this doesn't feel safe to me.
I need to start doing that. Start ending my sets early.
On the club?
And the best part, like, they're apologizing. We're so sorry. Like, I'm like, it's cool, dude. It happens. Like, it was so long ago that I could tell this story. I probably wouldn't have told it a long time ago. But yeah, I was like, fuck, this shit went to the bathroom. Hi, there's a party here. It's too loud, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Gang members. Yeah. Like, I was a Karen.
Pretty much.
I was a fucking
DJ Karen.
100%.
Karen Vee.
I just did not feel safe at all.
Wow.
Yeah. And and I'm not a scared girl, right? Like, I'm not really scared of a lot. And for me to feel that way, it was like, we got to shut this down.
But did you get your $100 or?
Yeah, I got paid in advance. For sure.
Nice. There you go.
That.
But I also feel like I would have been fine.
So the rule is get paid in advance and then shut it down.
Dude, $100 was like $1,000 back in the day.
Oh,
yeah. No, it really was.
For real.
My mind blown.
Yeah.
Because you figure back then I think minimum wage was like $5.75.
Oh yeah.
Most jobs.
And you got to buy records. So records were like $3.50 back then, $4.
Not
like
mine.
12 inch.
Yeah, you're a different.
I was
paying like
I was 13.
I was paying like $7 a single.
I was paying like 13 because I was only buying like lethal.
Oh, you guys were buying compilations.
Yeah,
I thought about like actual 12 inches.
No, 12 inches when I was like in the scene, it was like $7.
Like $4.99, $5 for me,
bro.
dog. You guys were getting ripped off on it.
Well, I started in 98, so
I started in 92.
You went to start Norwalk Records? Where'd you start?
No, so I used to love Norwalk Records.
Yeah.
I was from the South Bay, so Lomita had a record store called WP Records, which ended up being my first job too.
Wow.
So I would work for records, and then eventually he started paying me, and I would spend the money on records anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much where everything started for me. So but even then, I was limited, and I didn't have a car. So like, shout out to Danny Dice, a friend of mine.
Wow.
He'd get rides. His older sister or his mom would take us to Melrose, and that was like a field trip.
That's the mecca.
That's like the way like a flight to like New York feels now.
I used to have those. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're going to Melrose this week.
Red Balls.
Yeah.
And we'd hit. This is even before Fat Beats. This was DMC.
Workman's.
You had Street Sound. Workman's was there, but they had
Workman's
just
outlet,
that was for the tees and the fat caps and the streakers.
Yeah, buy the streaks.
And then you had Beat Nonstop.
Oh, Rob One, man.
Dude, and then shortly after, because Fat Beats was always on Vermont, but that was a little too far for us. which I did go one time with DJ Ron and Echo, which was amazing. And then Rep Matic was like ringing me up, and I was like, "What the fuck? I see you're a movie star." These were movie stars.
Yeah.
We would have them on VHS. So I was like, "What are you doing, ringing me up, bro? This is crazy." Anyway, then Fat Beast came to Melrose. But I would, dude, and then Stacks and Cerritos.
Stacks. See, I started at Stacks in Pomona or Ontario.
Oh, he had a Stacks there too.
Yeah,
I think
it was Stacks, right? Gabriel.
Yeah. Gabe Stacks. I didn't know that one in Ontario.
That's how I started. Was Stacks in Ontario. It's a small little tiny thing.
Shout out to Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
When we were on vinyl, you had to bounce around because like our store WP, we were limited. You know, I was the actual buyer.
I think I remember my first record I bought.
Wow.
What is it?
It was Robin Thicke, "Wanna Love You, Girl."
Wow.
That was the first record I bought with my own money.
That was the first record.
Yeah, because I had all my dad's and I was just practicing with all those. And I remember I walked into Stacks and it was so intimidating. Royal One, Prince, love you. He used to do Fire Mondays. He was the cash register guy, and Gabe would be there. And it was just intimidating. I felt like, and they looked at me like, what the fuck is this girl doing here? Just like walking around, whatever. And next door to Stacks, was Stacks Pomona? There was Pomona too that had that urban store people bought tickets to. It was huge. Globe. You guys don't know about Globe in Pomona?
Familiar. Yeah.
Not Globe. I remember World Records in Alhambra, right?
Globe started doing stuff. Okay, so
Exodus.
I walked in and I was like, I like this song, and I just grabbed it because I was nervous, but it was the first one.
Wow.
Robin Thicke.
I don't think I had that. My first record was. It's pretty embarrassing now that I think of it. Same thing. My grandpa, my mom, my uncle, they all had vinyl. Grandpa had a record player. Same thing. So I think my uncle had Boys in the Hood.
Okay, that's a great fucking record
to have.
First record
to
have.
Yes.
It's a great one.
Still have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But when we finally bought a record, my brother was DJing. We were all so it was me, Danny, and Junior, and we're all like pitched in a couple bucks to get one record. And then like, for some reason we let Junior pick, and it was NWA Express Yourself. Wait, nope. It gets worse. No, that's a good song.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, it was like a anniversary and they did remakes.
I was saying the remixes only.
Silk the Shockers version.
Oh my God.
And my brother was obsessed with fucking Silk and all
Well,
No Limit. Was he No Limit?
No, they were popping.
Yeah,
That whole No Limit.
No Limit.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was that, but the original was on one side, and then Silk the Shocker.
I wish you still had that record.
I still have it.
You have to have it because I still have on
We
mine.
gotta hear it.
I still have it. Yeah. It's so funny.
You know what's funny?
I do miss that.
Going back to you guys' story about, you guys are all DJs and I'm not.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for the DJ culture and the DJ world, I wouldn't be where I am. Going back to how I got at Power 106, if it wasn't for Stacks, Vinyl, and Cerritos, I would have never made it to Power 106.
No way.
way.
That's where you met Prophet, right?
No. So I got referred to DJ Prophet, our boy. Shout out to him. But I walked into Stacks Vinyl in Cerritos asking for a job.
Oh.
And I was like, hey, like, are you guys hiring? This is like right out of high school, you know?
Silos or
Bro,
Mike
I don't
Ju?
remember. It was just like, bro, going back to
Yeah.
Angie's story about don't be an asshole. Bro, they were so rude and just like not having it, Again, I probably looked like this high school kid, just trying to get in. And I was like, you guys hiring? Like, and they were just shut me up, bro. Like, literally, like, I was embarrassed, I walked away and I bought a record. I forgot what I bought, walked away. And then I was walking outside. This dude comes up to me who was inside. And he starts talking to me about like, hey, like, I heard you, man. Like, don't worry. Like, it's all good. But I promote this club in Long Beach and I'm starting a label. If you want to help me out, like, I'm looking for promoters and things like that. This guy's name was Assad in Long Beach. Shout out to him. I don't know if he's around still in the world, in the DJ game. But so I started promoting for him in his club. I was like 18, bro. Like, I couldn't even get into the club I was promoting,
Wow.
And then months go by. And then he says, like, hey, you should reach out to this dude who works at Power 106 who maybe could help get you in, because I was trying to intern and didn't work out or whatever. But that's a whole nother story. But if it wasn't for a record store and kind of like our origins of how we all kind of got together, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Shout out to Prophet for even doing, because back then, like, it was hard to get on the flavor unit on the street team.
Yeah.
You had to audition. So 100%. Like, for the fact that someone that just got on to like be like, yeah, come through.
There's like hundreds of kids that want.
Yeah, people would like hold that like, nah, I'm getting on the street team.
And the street team was like so cool.
Yeah, it was
like
super
I
cool.
remember them coming out all the time.
Yeah.
I met Johnny Barba and had the biggest crush on him.
Wow.
I remember the day I was like in high school. I went to Tilly's in Chino. It was grand opening, Chino Hills, and I was like,
he was doing a Tilly's.
It was him and an Asian kid. I don't remember who the Asian kid was, but he was a super handsome boy. And I was like, I love that boy. Like I was just like, I thought I was in love with Johnny Barba. He gave me free tickets to Splash, whatever, something. I went, like, I was fully obsessed back. This is a very, very long time ago.
I'm going to make sure he listens to this.
I'm sure I've told him like 1,000 times drunk, like, oh my God, I used to be so in love with you.
That's funny.
But they were like little rock stars on their own.
Yeah.
100%.
It was like, if a girl in high school was like, ooh, he's on the street.
I'll be honest. I used to
He
drive
is
that
on
Power
the
106
street.
truck.
Oh, and you thought he was popping.
I thought I was the hottest shit in the streets. I had my Dickies, looked like a mechanic shirt. I thought I was fly. I would make sure I get off my shift, and I'd make sure I go somewhere after work too, so they could see my shirt.
Yeah.
But what's the flavor unit like? Mainly like DJs or like DJs that try to get on? It was just like
no, because I wasn't a DJ, but it was just people that like
want to be down, like
I mean. At the end of the day, it became like a good way to break through into the radio industry.
Yeah. So almost like starting interns in a sense, kind of.
It was
like an internship.
It was like a step above an internship.
So you
because
be a DJ,
were paid. You were getting
like
paid.
a host.
So a lot of people were DJs because at the time it was difficult to be a power mixer because power mixers were like hot at the time.
No, it was like highly coveted.
Yeah,
like,
so like a good way to get in and pay your dues in the radio world is like, let's start from the bottom. Let's get on the street team, on the promo team, and kind of do the legwork there. And then if you wanted to get into sales and marketing like I did, then you would make those relationships internally, and then that's how I became a promotions coordinator, and then eventually worked up to marketing, sales, etc. And like say the DJ route, you get in, you kind of learn how the DJs work within radio because it's a different formula. You're playing a certain way, meeting the programming director and kind of graduating that route. So there was I think a route that you could take depending on where you wanted to go within the industry. And man, it was awesome because we all paid our dues. It was a different time. There's still a lot of relationships we have to this day with people who were on the flavor unit who are now still in sales at these radio stations or moved on to bigger things.
I'm gonna tell you
labels too. A lot of them work for labels.
I have a crazier story of how big the flavor unit was. Vice got on as a mixer when he was young.
Yeah.
He was DJing. He had one shift, whatever. Let's call it weekend shift. I don't know what it was. He joined the flavor unit because he wanted to go to schools and promote himself.
Yeah.
So he went backwards. Like usually people
go already a mixer.
But
he was already a mixer.
Oh shit.
He said, "Fuck, this ain't enough. I need to promote myself." So he went on the flavor unit and started hitting all the high schools, passing out mixtapes. Yeah, he did it.
Been a hustler.
But that's how big. Yeah, and that's how big just being on the street team was.
Because at the end of the day, the street team was the face of the radio station.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
We were the ones out there.
I knew Johnny Barber. I couldn't tell you who else was.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like in my brain, like, ooh, I knew Johnny Barber. Like,
that's true.
That's it.
All right, where were we?
Johnny Barber
first record.
Johnny Barber fan club. What's up?
First record, Robin Thicke. And then I was gonna ask you after the house parties and stuff like that. When did you break into like clubs and started getting like gigs where you felt like
Toro Sushi?
Oh wow.
Toro Sushi.
Oh wait, that's in off the
Ontario.
off the
Is it still there?
No,
I've seen it.
There. Mark, was it Hy-Vee? Was Hy-Vee Crunk doing it?
Oh shit.
In my brain, I don't know why I'm blanking, but like Jay Warhol and Hy-Vee Crunk, those were their names. Yeah, Jason and Mark. They were doing Toro Fridays or Toro whatever day, a Thursday. They were doing a Thursday, and okay, go ahead, fine.
And
I'll
dude,
take some. They were doing a Thursday, and it popped out there because Hy-Vee was like killing it on
the heist.
The heist shit.
Dude, he had a crazy party.
He had a movement. That was like that MySpace.
The heist, like that's the name of the party.
Yeah,
huge.
bro, and like AM would DJ.
Yeah,
like it was,
It was like that It was like Banana Splits outside of LA.
It was the first like that electro
MySpace
era,
shit.
and like at Florentine Gardens, which is pretty big. And it was just his party. Was it weekly or monthly?
I think it was weekly. Yeah, it was weekly.
Yeah, the heist.
The heist. It was
crazy.
huge.
Like early 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
So one of my, I don't know why I'm blanking because I've told this story 100,000 times. But yeah, so basically they were like, hey, why don't you come and Brian Linares, who's now at Dimek, Brian was working the party, and he's like, come do a set. Did a set. And I'm Mexican, and very similar to what I am now. My whole family and everybody comes out. So like my first gig, I had like 50 people show up for me, and it was like amazing. And they're like, oh, come back. And then in time, the owner was like, why don't you take Fridays over?
Nice. That was like, your first gig, and were you nervous?
Yeah, but I was kind of ready. Like, I had been doing so many house parties. I think I did 2 years maybe of house parties, like a while.
This is already on Serato at this point.
Now I'm on Serato. Yeah. I did vinyl I was that DJ. I will never go to Serato. I'm a real DJ. And I DJ'd Miley Cyrus's 16th birthday in Nashville, and I had to take 2 crates of, it was an 80s birthday, and I had all that. I had to take
her
2
crates. 16th birthday?
15th, I think. 15th or 16th.
And this is year 2 of you DJing?
No, I barely even started DJing, but because I had dancer friends.
Damn,
so I was on tour with Miley doing artwork. I did art. I had an art company too.
Yo, hold on. This is a whole lot.
I know.
We missed the whole fucking era.
Yeah, what happened?
Sorry.
Like, what do you mean an art company?
This all is around the same time. So
what's an art company?
I wanted to dance. But I also, one day I was like, okay, I was out and I saw this girl who had this trucker hat that was all graffitied on.
Right.
And I was like, I know how to do that.
This. You were doing shoes too, kinda,
yeah, I
right?
did all kinds of stuff. So I made myself one.
Dope.
And I had all these friends that were on tour with Missy, on tour with Miley, on tour with so-and-so.
The dancer friends.
The dancer friends. Because I'm taking dance classes. Because I'm still, that's what I want to be.
That's what you want. Got it.
Yeah. And so then I started making my dancer friends hats. And then it was like, Pink wants you to make her a hat. And I was like, okay. And then it was Britney Spears wants you to make her hats. Okay.
Damn.
And then it was
This
Gwen
Britney
Stefani.
popping.
Yeah, this is hype Britney.
Wow, that's hot.
Federline Britney?
I was there the weekend they met.
Oh,
no way.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
my dog too.
He was.
So he saw her in the hat and was like, yo, I gotta have that.
It was that week. Yeah, pretty much. Like it was all that week. Yeah. I'm on what was it? Like Access, whatever that.
Access Hollywood.
Backstage with Britney going to a concert. Lived like 1,000 lives, but yeah, I was like in my early. I don't even know if I was 21 yet, but
I don't know how we casually missed this in the 2 years from DJing
this is
a
all the same time.
backyard to the
This is
sushi
literally all the
spot,
same time.
Okay.
This is all happening at the same time. So it's like I'm having all these different. Do I want to be a dancer? Do I want to be a DJ? Now this art thing. It really felt like the art thing was kind of popping off.
Sounds
really
like me now.
Fast. Gwen called me in. I did Gwen Stefani's Love Angel Music Baby tour, artwork for that tour. I did Rihanna's Glow in the Dark artwork for that tour. So it was like feeling like.
Hold on. So this is like you got all this going on. It's like I wouldn't even say we're at the beginning of social media. It's like
we're in MySpace days.
MySpace?
This is MySpace.
So hold on.
Actually, this is MySpace, the beginning of Facebook.
The beginning of Facebook.
But not even on the phone social media. The phone.
I had a BlackBerry.
And the crazy thing
too,
you didn't work in radio. You didn't work on the Flav unit. We had a platform to build and grow off of. And you were still living in the Inland Empire?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
I was doing this art. I was living kind of with my best friend's family at the time, and they had this gigantic garage, and they converted a little room in the garage so that I could do the art in there.
Wow.
Gonzalez family, I love you guys.
I mean, for me, it's inspiring because it's you and I, Eric, and 5-2, we go back and forth on so many ideas, and the bottom line is that we always come down to is what do we want to execute, right? And I'm hearing this.
I mean, battle with that every morning.
Yeah,
I mean, my opinion is execute everything. And what works will stick, and what's not.
And so the hustle and drive, the determination to be. I mean, how far is that area from, say, where we were in Burbank, where we have access to media and all these things?
Yeah.
For her to, continue that route,
that's amazing,
to hustle,
man.
break through, and just to even get to the next point is insane.
That's to me.
I want to know about that.
Yeah, I would have quit DJing if I had if I was doing art stuff for Britney and Pink and Rihanna. That's huge.
Agreed, but I think because I just fell into it, I just knew how to do it and did it. I did it for myself. Everything I've done is because I wanted to do it for myself. So I did something for myself. It grew into other people appreciating it.
Did you have a brand? Did you create a brand?
Yeah, I did. It was called Girlfeedy because I was a girl who did graffiti.
Makes sense.
So it was called Girlfeedy, and I did, like I said, artwork for. But then it started getting to the point of you probably feel this way because you're creative. You create out of your heart, but then when it starts becoming at a demand, you're not creating out of your heart anymore.
It becomes a job.
It becomes a job. So to me, graffiti became a job really fast, and I just wasn't at that art level of it went quick. I mean, I worked for everybody really fucking fast.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And then I think Miley came around. That story is insane. My friend was on tour with Miley. She calls me and she says, hey, Her mom, she's moving on from Hannah I didn't know who the fuck the girl, she was 15, 12, I don't even know. She's moving on. She's like, do a show with her, and she's moving on, and she's going to be an artist as Miley, but they're doing a tour with Hannah Montana as Miley. She likes your artwork of my stuff. Will you come and have a meeting? Will you do some shoes? They want to brand, Converse wants to brand with Miley. All her gimmick is going to be all her shoes have her name graffitied on them. Wow. So I was like, yeah, cool. I pick up the shoes. This is the craziest story. I pick up the shoes from the assistant at Sunset Plaza over here. Met the mom, really sweet. Then I go meet that same friend at the new Pinkberry that opened in Sherman Oaks. Pinkberry just came. So you guys remember when it was like lines? There was lines for Pinkberry. So me and her, the friend who got me the job, who's working with the family, we're in line at Pinkberry and we're talking. And I just feel a girl kind of behind me, like staring at me. And my friend turns back and goes, oh my God. And it's Miley. So I'm just getting back from picking up her shoes and randomly we're
was random.
Randomly we're in line together at Pinkberry.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, oh, this is Miley. And I'm like, oh my God, I have your shoes in my car. She's like, oh my God, I've been staring at you this whole time. And back then I was really cool and I had a side of my head shaved. You're still cool. But I had like lines and I had a heart shaved in my head and it was red and it was like, I was like a little B girl. I was cool as fuck. In my head, I was cool.
Yeah.
Girl
and
beauty.
And she was like, you're so cool. I was staring at you. I think you're so cool. And so right off the bat, we really just like, she just was a young girl and I was already older. So we just clicked. And then that was it. I was designing all the stuff for the tour, went on the road with them for a couple of weeks. And at that point, it definitely started feeling like a job. Like, this is like, it's dope. I'm in a tour bus and I'm meeting all these cool people, but fuck.
No, that's a lot.
I'm painting 9 hours a day.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So her mom knew I was I just started DJing. Her mom's like, oh my God, you should come out and DJ for Miley's 16th birthday. We're going to do 80s theme, Tennessee. We're going to be at home. It's going to be Thanksgiving. I don't know if you want to come, but you should come. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to come.
Oh, yeah.
But the Mexican inside of me was still like, but I have to be home by Thanksgiving dinner because my family will kill me. I went out there. I DJ'd her birthday, and I took 2 crates of
As
vinyl.
a Mexican, I'm surprised I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving.
What?
Yeah, my family just never.
We
never
celebrate
has.
every freaking...
Not on some like...
We celebrate St. Pat, like every
holiday. It has nothing
holiday.
to do with political. It's just like... They just never did.
Wow.
Really?
Never could.
It's a big holiday for us.
Same with me, actually. So,
You guys, right?
Yeah, we do. We celebrate.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Acción de gracias.
There's no reason. We just...
my parents just didn't do it. Like,
oh, no. And not only do we celebrate, I have to go to 3 places, like one side. It's a busy...
Now we do, though. I have my sister's family and...
Yeah, it's like,
Wait, so did you ever go on tour as her DJ?
No.
No.
I
Why
DJ'd
not?
She
didn't have one?
I don't think she had one. Yeah.
No, she didn't. She didn't have a tour.
Band.
And then honestly, like, okay, so we did all that. I hung out. I'm in all these little teen pop magazines. I'm going to little parties with Miley. It's fun. And then tour ends and she starts kind of, I guess, not wilding out, but finding herself as a young girl. And then the camp changed and everything kind of, you guys know how the industry is. You're friends with an artist for the time you're with them, and then you never see these people ever again.
Come and go.
She probably wouldn't even know who I was at all at this point.
No. I was a girl with the shaved head and red.
Yeah. We hung out all summer.
I've never even been to a Pinkberry.
Yeah, 100%.
No, for sure.
Which is, it's life. But yeah, I took vinyl on that first trip and was like, I'll never fucking do this again. This is god awful.
But Serato was already out. But
Serato was out.
You were just too prideful.
I just didn't
and then
look
after
fun
that
to
trip,
me.
It's funny because like
vinyl was fun.
Vinyl was fun.
It's fun again.
I started, Syph and I, shout out to Big Syph, we started on Power as DJs in the vinyl days.
And on the Flavor Unit too.
Flavor Unit, of course, but when we actually got on the air, it was vinyl. It wasn't until, AM would talk to Vice about it, and Vice would like talk to us about it, and Echo, and we were all kind of like, all right, we're interested, but we never made the transition. I remember, I think I talked about this on the podcast before, but I was on my way to work, and Revolution and the Wake Up Show was on. They did like live, like randomly, like 3 times a year, and they were all on live for some reason. And obviously Revolution is going crazy, killing it. And I remember going up there, and I was like, damn, and I'm looking through the window, and he's just doing crazy doubles, and it just had white labels. And I was like, all right. And then he goes on to like a different song, and I go through the others into the studio, look through the other window. It's the same song.
Yeah.
And same records, but different song. And I'm like,
what is happening?
It's just a bunch of white labels. This is crazy. Or is this a crazy compilation that I don't know about? These guys are obviously up on to shit I don't know. They're so successful. And then I go into the other room, and then I take a look, and I see a laptop, and then I was like, oh, this is the shit that Vice was and AM talk about. Dude, I kid you not, I called Vice, Echo, and we're like, the next day, we all went to Guitar.
So what year would you say that you switched over?
That was probably early 05.
05, yeah.
You same with you?
Wow.
No, I was like the last.
I felt like
one.
I just started DJing, but I still held off as long
because
as I could.
like I was like, dude, fuck these guys. Like I'm better on vinyl. Like look at Obi-Wan. I'm way faster than him. So I had this out of town gig in SF. I would go there every other week, and then one weekend, 2 of my crates got left behind. Like got lost. Wow. So I showed up to the club with a bag, and luckily I had all the Lethal Weapons, all those compilations.
So each one record had like 6 bangers on it.
And then by like 1:30, the airport dropped off the bags.
Oh.
If that's not favor of freaking
No, but that
Lord,
like
I don't know what.
No, that didn't even matter at that point. I was like, oh my god. I went back to Vegas. Graham Funky. I was like, yo, Graham, I'm buying a laptop. I need your whole collection. And
the stress.
Yeah. And then the next Tuesday.
And now you're on USBs, right? Are you just fully
half and half? So pool parties, we're doing USBs a lot because even like this past Sunday, I did USBs. I love it. You just got to be.
I want to be.
You
on
have
USBs.
to be super organized.
So that's like the new like debate. Get on USB.
It's kind of going backwards.
It's
kind of going backwards in a way, but also the ease of being able to like. If you're
Loading
super organized,
it took me a while to get on it. He got on it first, and then he did a fade. We did a fade gig together, and I was like, don't ever use sticks again, bro.
Yeah.
Because Vibe just wings it. He just kind of
But the setup when we had was kind of.
But this is like confidence. How the way you just started DJing and did this party for $100. He got on sticks probably that day, and like now he's doing excess in them. I'm like, bro, you're not ready.
You can't leave room in your brain to fail, right? Like I'm gonna fucking figure this shit out. I might have a heart attack at the end. But this shit's getting figured out.
But it makes you want to be way more organized than you are right now.
Okay.
I don't know how you do your crates, but like when I get new songs, new edits, drop in one main crate.
Me too.
Yeah.
So now you just got to break everything down.
So before you got here, I was doing the same thing. I was on my laptop just making a new crate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went through my main crate that's just flooded because I know, but I was like going through the entire thing, and if I play it, I dragged it to a new. So now I have a playlist that's like my main, but only stuff I play.
Yeah. Okay. I have the same
all the like fillers that I just think I want. You know, it's like going through your closet.
And then
I'll wear this.
And you have and you have one other flash drive USB with everything on it.
Yeah. I have
so like someone's requesting a song. Like you don't have it on your main like playlist. Boom, you have everything on this one.
Dude, and
so it's got organization. Like you got to have like everything.
Which I do love me some organization. Yeah, it's just finding the time to do it.
It's fun
because that shit's time.
There's a lot of
finding the time.
For me, that's a hard one.
Planes.
Horrible time management. Yes, that's when I. That's when I used to do my. I was a beast at it. Now I can't stay awake on a plane.
You want sleep.
I'm asleep every minute. The minute before we take off, I can't help it. I have my computer open and I'm like.
Dude, I have so many plans and ideas of things to do on a plane, and then I do.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a mix on a plane every week.
I watch Forrest Gump. I drink wine, watch Forrest Gump, fall asleep.
100%. I can't even get through a movie.
That's funny, but no, Sticks is definitely exciting. I'm on it, but not fully on it. I'm like learning.
Okay.
And then I'll do
I
like the end.
I want to buy CDJs so that I can learn, but I don't want to buy brand new CDJs because it's like I just want to practice.
Yeah. So we did the last.
Yeah.
The last 30 minutes of a set, you could just practice on it.
That's
it's
true.
Fun.
Yeah.
But all right, so this is crazy. Yeah. Dancer.
Sorry.
No.
Dancer artist.
It's incredible.
Great. And then you started doing the clubs.
Yep.
With the Toro.
Yep.
And then when did you break? I just want to skip because we have so much shit. Because we met you in Vegas.
Yeah.
And this is important because even to open, I started as an opener.
Yeah.
It's funny, interesting story. Like I was already on the air, #1 station in LA, and I was doing all the local gigs for really good money in the Hollywood scene because of, Vice and AM, whatever. And I turned down all that money to do Vegas every Saturday
For no money.
Me and Scratchy would split a flight because the companion.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he'd buy the flight and then I would pay half and I'd be his companion. So we were there every weekend, and I would pretty much break even just for the.
I broke even
just
for
to
5
open.
years. Yeah.
Just to open.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, because a lot of people that listen, always ask, like, how do I break into Vegas? How do I open for you? And it's funny because we don't, now, we don't have the answer.
Hell no. I'm still swimming in Vegas. Like, I'm still in Vegas,
I'm like, Joe, like, if I had access to, like, everyone that opens for me, I have a lot of friends that would love to do it. And I would love to put in that position,
think that
but
we're like,
I don't.
I want
I want this person. Yeah.
Especially now, clubs are all corporate.
Yeah, super
mad corporate. So how were you, and what was the first time you played in Vegas?
Luck. I'm not going to say luck, because now looking back, I'm old. So now I can look back and see how I'm annoying. I'm a God person. Like, God has really had favor on my life throughout this whole time. Like, looking back, it is favor. It is, my first gig in Vegas was the Rio rooftop. And I was like, I deep down knew this was not the greatest gig, but it put me in a city to now I'm going to get paid to go to the city, and I can go and fucking meet after. Let me knock this out and let me go here and there. I met Vice at Super Bowl a couple months before. It was his birthday weekend. He had a birthday sneaker ball.
Was here, or
Super Bowl I was DJing for Nike Super Bowl in New Orleans. Nike just got the contract with the NFL.
Wait, so hold on. I'm over here asking you how you started opening in Vegas, and you're over here DJing Nike Super Bowl events?
Yeah.
What am I missing?
It's like every time we take a step forward, it's like there's all this in between.
Right.
Right?
It's been great forever, guys. It's been fucking amazing forever.
Wait.
Okay.
You know where I'm trying to get at, right?
Okay.
I was trying to get up. I'm thinking
because I wanted to be a dancer.
I'm thinking Vegas, opening Vegas was your first break, and you're doing Super Bowl parties that I've never done.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Because I wanted to be a dancer, I had a dance agent. So my dance agent, I would go on dance auditions. She calls me one day and she says, "Hey, Nike Latin America, we casted for dancers, and I want to pitch you not as a dancer. They were looking for DJs, and I want to pitch you as a DJ."
Oh wow!
This is also my first Serato day ever. I said, I don't think. Wow. She goes, "It's just a fashion show. You literally only have to DJ 10 minutes. It's paid $700. They fly you out. You have a day rehearsal, next day gig. It's fine."
Free Nikes.
Free, yeah. It was the greatest, especially back then. Nike was fucking giving. So I say, yeah, of course. What do I need? And she goes, well, we sent the headshot. They're just booking you. They didn't have any
demo, nothing.
No, I could have been trash. I was a trash DJ. It didn't matter. I was the look of the fashion show. We only need it for 10 minutes. That's fine. So they book me. I come out. I buy Serato for that gig. Wow. For that gig. I played on it a few times. Artie the One Man Party had kind of come to Toro Sushi.
Artie the One Man Party.
Yeah. So I called him. Wow. I get there. I loaded in my computer. I think I can do this shit. Not knowing presets, settings.
Love it, yeah.
I load it. I'm like, what the fuck? I call Artie. I'm like, Artie, I'm literally at soundcheck for Nike in Portland. I need you to... He walks me through. I do the fashion show. The girl who was kind of the manager, she's like, you're a dancer. Fucking get up there and perform, dance. And I was like, okay. So I'm DJing. I get off of it. They incorporate its motion where I'm DJing. And then I jump on the DJ booth on a stage that they built me. And I do a whole routine. And it's like, oh my God, this is like the greatest thing in the world. So I learned right off the bat, like, perform any way you can. I'm by nature a performer.
That's crazy. So you started this.
Yeah.
I'm by nature a performer.
Yeah.
So they asked me, can you play for 10 minutes while we usher everybody out? It's Nike Latin America, so all like Brazil, all the Latin America countries are there for their yearly Nike powwow. I said, yeah, and we start going, and it just starts turning into this fucking party, and they're chanting and they're screaming, and Nike is calling execs, and execs are coming in, and they're like, we've never seen anything like this before. Like, can you play longer? I played 2 hours.
Wow. No way.
I mean, after they had a dinner for me, it was like out of a movie. I still to this day have never felt like that. You probably know that high, like a drug high.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
I still remember it.
No.
I don't know the drug high, but I know that high. I still to this day have never felt that tingling for like.
Yeah.
this is the greatest feeling in the world, and I've chased it since
It's like
that
the
day.
greatest encore ever. Like you're just
I walk into dinner and it's the main Nike guy, and they clap,
Standing
and it's like
ovation,
sending me a car, and I'm just like, holy fuck,
That's awesome.
this is
Hold on, but
amazing.
did they kind of check for you?
They didn't. Well, I went on to basically work with them for like.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
I
even
was
better.
like the go-to Nike
Insane.
DJ for
shit.
years
Amazing.
and years and years.
Now that you mentioned that, I remember you DJing for Nike.
Years
for a
and years,
while,
but
yeah.
like,
Wow.
Oh,
That's
and
dope.
this
that was
your,
my bread and butter for years.
And this
Oh,
was your
shit.
first day using Serato.
That was my first day using Serato.
Insane.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. This is just getting better.
I love
Like,
this,
what did
bro.
we
I'm
miss?
like, yo,
I have
you know?
crazy stories.
All right, so
yeah.
back to the Rio rooftop.
So I go to the
From
Rio.
Nike to the real rooftop.
So I go to the Rio.
The Voodoo Lounge, right? Was it the Voodoo?
No, yeah, it was
The Voodoo Lounge.
Yeah, the
Oh,
top.
Scratchy used to play there too.
Scratch. It's a cool thing, and the crowd's fun because they just want to have a good time. They're not like,
Shout out to
No
Paulie.
pressure.
and it's like kind of when Tao Group was starting to dominate,
Yeah.
right? So like it
Wait,
wasn't
Tao was
like
that was Tao?
no, but it was
Tao
like
just
the era
started.
of like now these things pure and these things are
Yeah.
popping,
Yeah,
right?
Lavo.
Pure just and yeah, like Tao was still freshly kind of, like newly
got
on the
you, I
scene.
got you.
So I meet Vice in
At the Super
New
Bowl.
Orleans for the Beyonce year. We party that night. He's the nicest guy. So much fun. We click really well. I'd never really hung out with him. And then I get booked at the Rio later on. I go to the Rio and CLA's like, come to Vice's party. You got to come. And I'm like, fuck it. I come. It's 2:30 in the morning. I jet over to Lavo. I
And
walk
the
in.
Vice Sundays.
It was sneaker ball.
that was
you
my
guys are probably
shit.
there.
Maybe.
Vice had Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
I had Tuesdays. Aoki had Friday? Or
At Lavo?
Yeah, it was at Lavo.
I just remember it was his birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
was
walk
probably
in.
there. Me
I
and
think
Scratch.
you guys were
I was,
there.
I'm sure I was there too.
I
Was
walk
Vice's
in.
birthday?
Yeah.
Vice's birthdays are epic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
and
sure
it
I
was
was
a
there,
great
'cause I was
night.
still living in
It's
Vegas,
3
so I was
a.m. and
definitely
it's
there.
still slammed. It's
Wow.
3 a.m.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
packed.
Remember what year this was?
Whatever
Lavo-
year
Lavo's
Beyonce
like-
played Super Bowl.
Fuck.
Man, I don't know.
Lavo's
Fact check, Scratchy.
2000 and
Scratchy.
9, 10?
yeah, maybe
Was it was Marquee open?
no.
Then it must have been
It was Tao Hyde.
08, 09.
Yeah.
Marquee had not. It was right before Marquee opened.
I was definitely. 'cause
Oh,
I was
08,
still,
09.
yeah, I was living in Vegas still, so I mean, I was. You know,
I get
still
there.
live
He's
Vegas.
in there. He's
Marquee
like,
opened
"What's up?" I'm like, "Hey!" I give him a hug, and he goes, "Get on."
Wow.
No way.
Swear to God.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. So 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was definitely there.
So Marquee was open.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe then.
Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe.
so you
Vice
get
tells
on.
you to jump on.
So he goes, I gotta go to the bathroom, get on. And I'm looking and there's other DJs in the booth and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Wait, when did Lavo stop doing clubs?
This was right at the end.
At
I
the
feel like
end.
after
Okay, so
this,
this
I didn't
was the
remember
end.
Lavo.
Okay,
This was
okay,
like the last probably big Lavo thing.
Okay.
Tells me to get on. I'm like, Carla's
blackout,
coaching me.
Vice.
Yeah, he's blacked out. He's like, I'll be right back. I just have to go to the bathroom. So I'm like,
And this
okay.
is Angie Vee month what of Serato?
I'm now pretty good at Serato. This
Okay,
is like
okay.
a
Like
couple.
almost- yeah, she's
I've
a
been
veteran.
around now for a
Okay,
while
okay,
with
okay.
Serato. I'm freaking out, but I'm like, bitch, you just gotta fucking pull up for 6 minutes. Probably gonna take him 6 minutes to go to the bathroom. Carla comes up to me and she's like, Omar, the lead guy of is behind
Oh,
you.
shout
and
Omar.
just giving you a heads up. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck Omar is, but okay, whatever. So I'm DJing and just play 2 songs. I'm not even thinking like, this is my chance. I'm just like, get through these 6 fucking minutes, bitch. Don't ruin the shit. I'm DJing.
On
10
his
minutes
laptop,
goes
obviously.
on his laptop.
Which is already
hardest.
hard to
the
do.
hardest
worst.
thing in the world.
Yeah.
6 minutes goes by. 10 minutes goes by. Next thing I know, he's dancing in front with Angela, and I'm like, this motherfucker ain't coming back.
Zero chance.
Like now, it's just me. So then I took it on, like, all right, bitch, this is your fucking chance. This is
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
This is your
It's the
moment.
moment.
Turned into an
Your
audition.
life
yeah.
is gonna change,
Yes.
right?
Were you really thinking
Yeah,
that?
I
You were
really
thinking
thought
that?
like,
Wow.
this is it, Ange. God
No
has
way.
put you here. What are the odds? This is your moment. Time to
Oh
shine.
shit. Okay.
fire.
I do it. It's fun. Everyone's having a great time. That's it. I never hear anything back. Like that's it.
Wait, so how long did that turn into? 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
I
Like-
think I can't remember how long I played, but I
No,
definitely
in
played at
Vice,
least 30
it
minutes.
went on to like 4:30.
Yeah, it was a while.
Because
I played a while.
They used to get mad at Vice because he just kept the party
just
going.
kept it going.
There'd be like 10 people in there. He
And
just
he's
keep
still
playing.
on the mic.
Yeah.
Good. Now I don't feel bad. Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I heard nothing, but
Yeah.
then 6 months later, Carla couldn't make her gig at Tao, and so Omar said, "Well, do you have someone that I want a girl?" She goes, "Well, what about Angie?" And he says, "Is that the girl that Vice put on that night?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he says, "Okay, call her in." And that's how I got into Vegas.
Love it.
Wow.
That was opening
Insane.
for Vice again?
I don't think it was Vice. I just think I can't remember who the first person. I think it might have been Politic, maybe.
Oh wow. Shout out to Paul.
Politic or I think it was maybe Politic. I can't remember who it was. It was one of you guys or Politic. And that was my first time. So it didn't in the moment. My life didn't change, but 6 months later, it was still a big part of what.
So then after that, obviously Omar probably loved how you did.
Yeah,
and
he
then
did.
you just became in his little rotation.
Yeah, I remember Carla said Omar's tough and he makes a lot of girls cry, and I was like, fucking make me cry.
It makes a lot of people cry.
Yeah,
Shout out
like,
to our
fuck
dog.
that.
Our dog.
I talk about it all the
Omar,
time.
I haven't seen him in a
Miss that
while,
guy.
but you know, we love him.
I love him. I tell people all the time, there's like a lot of people that I felt believed in me right off the bat, and Omar was one of those people. The minute he heard me play, I walked in and he goes, how you feel? I said, I'm fucking scared. Let's take a shot.
All
right.
Yeah, that sounds like Omar.
Oh yeah, I could do the Omar like, let's take a shot. You good? Look, you go up, you go down. That's it. You don't keep him in one place. You don't stay in one place too long. You take him on a journey. You go up, you go down. You got this. You good? All right, fucking cool. And that's what I did. And I felt like that's helped me. I never stopped thinking that way.
Yeah.
He really like instilled me in how to run a room. And then he trusted me for a long
Yeah.
time. I did Kim Kardashian's party. I did like he started booking me as like the girl to open for a lot of these big shit. And I fucking love Omar.
Yeah.
I want to kill him 1,000 times, but I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah, no,
I'm down with that.
he was
you know,
tough.
it's Sujit. I
He
want
was
to kill
tough.
fucking Sujit all the time, but I love
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
Hold on. So speaking about that with Suja, but so all this breaking in, doing Vegas, this is all independent.
Yeah.
Wow.
No manager, agent, nothing at that time.
No homie
No.
working as
My
like,
homegirl,
pretend-
my
yeah.
best friend at the time was doing my bookings just because I suck at like, I'll book 3 things in the same day and be like, fuck, on that day.
That's insane.
Did you have a fucking
But no real management.
like a Carrie at
Yes.
angv.com and it's you replying?
No, it was actually my best
her if
friend.
she's
Love
okay
it.
with this
Yeah,
this
No,
rate.
it was actually my best friend. Today is actually her anniversary of passing on this day. But it
I
was
saw you post her.
Nora.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
actually her. I just recently took her off my tag of my Gmail because she was the one handling it. Yeah, it was really hard for me to do that, but I was like,
Let's cheers to that. Let's
yeah,
let's
man,
talk
cheers
about
to
it.
Nora.
I saw you
Nora.
post.
Dude,
Yeah.
this
2019,
girl, through all this stuff, her family was the one that
Cheers,
helped me
guys.
do my art, helped me do everything. She didn't want me alone at the club. She worked a full-time job. She went out with me till 3 in the morning because she's like, you're a girl, you can't be alone.
did the
She's
work,
older than
yeah.
me. Yeah, she's like a second mom to me.
Love it.
That's
So
awesome, man.
a lot of this is very much not just my hard work, it was hers as well.
Damn.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
she
awesome.
was the one handling, making sure I was getting paid, making sure, she's an office person.
Okay, now you're in rotation, opening
Yep.
Tao. Does that open doors?
Not really.
Like just the fact that you DJ at Tao, or you getting booked in Scottsdale or
No,
in
not
Ohio
really.
or
To be perfectly honest, Nike was such a great gig that I kind of didn't really need for a lot. If I could book one Nike gig a month,
Yeah.
I was golden. So it didn't really push
So it wasn't
me.
$100.
so that
Oh,
one
so
was
you're
it.
doing Tao and Nike.
Oh yeah,
At
I'm
the
doing
ti-
Tao, I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
Nike.
That's great.
Towards the end, I was Dodgers. Like I had a lot of really cool shit just happen for me, but nothing that ever pushed me. No one was ever telling me like you're good, but you're not that good. I'm a comfortable girl. I don't require a lot. If I can work and have fun, that's
Yeah.
great. I'm not that anymore, but this is who I was. I just wanted to wake up and go to the beach, and so if I can work 3 nights a week at a club and pay my bills and
Yeah.
have some nice
That's
shit.
still my model, by the way.
I was happy. I've changed. But then that's what I was. And then
Hold
my
on,
best
so-
friend got sick. So I didn't really want to work at all. I just wanted to work enough
Yeah.
to spend as much time as I could with her. And that's where I was all of 2018 and 19 until the pandemic.
Yeah.
Did she have cancer? Or?
She had cancer. She passed of cancer, yeah. She had cancer early, got rid of it, and then I think 2018 it came back crazy.
Man, that's such an unfortunate story we hear too often.
It's
Yeah.
it's actually it's the fucking word. I'm not gonna stay there because I'll fucking just blah.
Yeah,
But
no, of course.
At such a crossroads in your life and
Huge.
career too. Like
Huge, yeah. I just
What
was like,
time,
fuck
yeah.
it. I even remember telling. So I started You're Not Down around this time, and I remember telling Adam, I don't want to promote. I don't have any extra room in my head to do anything. Give me an amount of money, and I just will book this party. Like I don't care. I don't want just. It's fine, but I didn't have it in me to do anything other than just make enough money to spend my days off with my best friend doing nothing and enjoying life with her.
awesome.
And yeah, I did that up until, and she passed in, now, 2019, right before the pandemic.
I saw you literally saw your Instagram today.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I mean, you did mention You're Now Down. That's obviously a topic I'm selfishly excited to talk about. But before we go there, who was your like biggest influences at this time? You're doing Vegas.
It's all Vice.
It's all Vice.
It's all Vice.
You wanted to be like, I want to be like Vice.
I still want to be like Vice.
You still want to be like Vice.
Yeah, I mean, Vice was just, and the reason why I will tell you that it was him is because out of everybody that I'd ever met in that industry, when you say don't be an asshole, he is the epitome of the nicest. Yeah. I met him. I was wearing leggings, a t-shirt, not cute. It's Super Bowl weekend. I only met him through Mike Murder, my other friend, who says, let's go have a drink.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Mike Murder. Yeah, of course.
I'm dancer Mike. Yeah, we knew each other through dance. Let's go meet Vice for a drink. He's going to a gig tonight. He has the Maxim party.
I miss Vice that drinks.
Fun. I'm not gonna say fun Vice, but
I miss fun Vice.
Same. Like we had a blast, and I went out there and I met him in this outfit, and Mike had to go to his gig, and I had nothing, and he looks at me and he's like, "What's up? You coming with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll meet you there. I have to change." And he's like, "You can't change. Like it's Maxim party. Like you have to walk in with me or you can't go."
No, for real,
and in my brain, that was also one of those moments where I thought I could be a girl and say, I will never go looking like this to a Maxim party. Or I say, fuck it. Like, I just want to have a good time. I don't care. And I did.
Boss looking like, you know.
No, it was bad.
I mean, at the time,
it was
Maxim.
really bad.
It was,
Okay.
I mean, I had makeup on, but I'm saying I was in leggings and I think my Janet Jackson t-shirt.
And unfortunately, that's like.
Now that's popping, but
like
back then that wasn't.
Yeah.
But it wasn't back then.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And he was just the coolest guy.
So Vice was like the guy you looked at and you're like, okay,
I want to form a career like his.
Oh, okay.
Based on who he was as a person, more than a DJ.
That's also why I asked if like Vegas opened any other doors, because at that time you couldn't get this guy off a plane, and many of us. So like you didn't have interest in going to different markets.
I will say this about me, because I'm a small girl who doesn't want a lot. I don't fight for a lot, right? Like, if it's not happening for me, it's just not meant for me in that moment. And I'm okay with that. And I'm getting a little better at being a little more aggressive about things that I want, because I've tasted what success feels like. But no, I just thought I wanted to be like him, and I busted my ass trying to do what I thought that I had to do. And I don't want to say be like him, but have a career like his career. This guy's still the nicest fucking dude. I watched how he handled... I basically at that point then I was like a groupie. I was going to, anytime I was off, I'm going to a Vice gig. If I'm in Vegas, I'm going to a Vice gig. When he's in Vegas with me, like, and he took me under his wing as well. I started doing shit, doing his birthday parties, and we really meshed really well together, and that was insane to me.
I'm where I'm at today because of Vice and Echo.
I believe still to this day, I learned how to treat people, how to be as a DJ. The guy was the best in the fucking game. He was at his peak, and he never treated anybody like.
Don't be an asshole.
He's the nicest dude.
The nicest guy.
He called me yesterday. I randomly asked him if he had a connect at like a company.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do you need?" And then he was like, "I told him what I needed. I exposed anyone." And then and he goes, "Oh, I have one. Just take mine." And then I borrowed his.
He's just like the nicest guy.
Yeah.
And it was just like that easy. I was just like, "Oh, thanks, Vice."
Yeah.
I don't think that Tao gave me, like, it looked great on social media, because now Instagram's alive. Now I look hot.
You're hot.
It's hot. It looks great, right? They don't know I'm making hardly any money, but it looks fucking hot. They don't know I'm driving in there, and sometimes driving home at 3 a.m. to be home to do a Dodger game at 6 a.m. Like, no one sees that part, but it looks fucking hot.
And nobody wants to do that part.
Nobody wants to do that part.
Nobody wants to put into work.
Exactly.
But I will say this. In that, I didn't lose money. I basically broke even getting an education for 5 years at the top DJs performing. So to me, I went through college for free.
Yeah.
So
people would think.
Yeah.
The Tao opening at Tao, that was your college.
100.
Yeah.
So
that's
watch
like power.
you.
That was power for me.
Like
Yeah,
us in radio,
5.
Radio.
100%, yeah.
I remember 5 played In Sync, a song, and I thought I would have never played this, and people lost their mind.
No,
Five
dude,
stars.
let me tell you about 5. Let me tell you about 5.
They love it.
All my
If I were to do it, they'd be like, fucking cricket. This motherfucker, they're like, ah.
Let me tell you about fucking 5. I don't remember where I was DJing. I was DJing somewhere. Let's call it Lavo.
Okay.
And he's at Tao.
Yeah.
So Lavo ends earlier. Rush over to Tao. He's on. This fool goes into like this Motown set. and I still fucking dream about it.
A lot of people ask about
that
Yo,
set.
wild.
I was like literally, like I want to shout out like Big Ben in New York, the way he DJs. Like he was, like, you know how those records are, live instruments, really hard to mix, whatever. He was slamming them at the right time, going and the perfect songs. And
it
I was
prime
like,
time at Tao too. It was crazy.
like I would never have the balls to do that.
I was blown away, and
Being honest.
I remember every time we were drunk, I'm like Motown stand, and he was just like, oh,
I don't even know how to do it anymore.
No, dude, you know,
we gotta bring that back.
I learned a lot from you.
I used to be a way better DJ.
Me too.
No, like way better. No, like honestly, some of the shit, like even Nick, shout out Nick Ferrer, he used to be my road manager, and he would be like, tell me things I would do, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I don't even know how to do that anymore.
But I think that's all of us, because I think when we're younger and we don't have expectations, people don't have expectations of us. I'm a shit DJ now, to me, in my brain, because I think about what a manager's going to say. I didn't think about that shit in the past.
The game also changed.
Yes.
It's not about
the crowd,
what we're doing and this. It's about, it's not even about the crowd. It's management. You could do, like we talked about, you know, you playing Peso Pluma, and the crowd, that was the biggest song of the night, and the manager came in like, what is this?
She played some weird Latin song.
That shows you it's not even about the crowd anymore. It's about management and, you know, bottle
There's just
spenders.
different levels now that we didn't.
It's crazy. It's not the same.
And I wish I could get out of my head. I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting to the point of like, I'm okay. I'm so happy of what I've done. If it ends tomorrow, I'm still fucking happy of what I've done.
So my new mentality is like, I just go into a gig where I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they ask me back. I'm gonna do my thing.
That's because you're really rich now.
Well,
and not only are you really rich, you're like the goat of everybody wants to just hang out with you.
I was in New York.
Motherfucker's fun.
I don't want to make it about me, but I was in New York last week, right? I told my friend that was with me, I was like, yo, I really sucked tonight. Like, I was blacked out. I don't know what the fuck I played. Blah, blah. I even told Suja, I was like, yeah, don't never have me back, whatever. Like, 2 days ago, New York City. I'm like, it's like, they want me back?
It's funny, when I go through those times, he always uses you.
I love fun guy.
When I say, like, I fucking suck, like, it's, he'll be like, don't feel bad. I get calls about 5. I get calls about Eric. You're not alone. Like, he'll try to, because I'm really hard on myself for the most part. Like,
honestly, it's just.
But I'm getting better.
We DJ so much, like, you can't win them all.
Yeah.
We just got to go do our thing, do what we do.
Okay, but hearing my stories, right? Like, I'm on a roll of life of always winning it all. Like, I'm always hitting that lottery. So now that I'm now that I'm older, I'm like, fuck, I'm striking out left and right.
Hold on though. So you this whole streak of your career has been success, but did the dancing take off?
No. So no. That's the one thing I wanted. I didn't get.
So the one thing, you know, she's dancing during sets.
I still am performing.
Yeah. One thing I got though from watching you was like, when I'm DJing, I'm like moving, like, because like honestly, like even though like my mix is fucking train wrecking or whatever, I'm like moving, like this guy's having the fucking time of his life. He's killing it. I'm just like,
it's the
I'm still getting paid to be a dancer.
Stage presence is like pretty.
No, for real.
I really am.
It's important.
I struggle. Like
I won't ever get on the fucking DJ booth, but I'll dance my ass off like while I'm like, you know, playing whatever.
People, it's funny. I'll get like Full Color Zach or someone like, oh, you look miserable, and like if I repost someone, I was like, I was actually having fun at this one, but like, I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna jump around like I'm House of Pain. Like I'm just
because that's but authentically that's not you, and that works. And you've had a fucking. You're Eric Dlux, a phenomenal. You don't have to do that.
No.
So that's another thing. You have to authentically be yourself. Authentically, I look like a fucking Muppet all the time.
No, it's fun.
I hate looking at myself in video.
I actually like dancing while I'm DJing. Like,
I hate looking at it, but it's just how I feel. I just have to do it.
You're in it and you feel it.
I love music. I love to, when music touches my ears, the reaction that I get is like a body I have to move. So I'm still a dancer. I just didn't get to go on tour with Janet.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah, she just had a show here too.
I met her.
You met her? Oh, you did. I saw your story.
I met her.
You said like 1 out of how many people?
5 people out of the tribe won the lottery to meet her, and my person who took me was part of the tribe. And
wait, what?
Oh wow.
What?
Dude, she posted it on her story.
I met her.
Like this at the bowl, like this. Past,
Yamava in San Bernardino.
Oh yeah, she did that too. Yeah, that's right.
I went to the bowl one. I'm gonna say it.
How was it?
Not good. She's not good. The bowl just is not a jam. I don't like going to concerts there.
I love
it's
it.
Too open.
It's a good. It's a good venue, but I think
The sound.
I think
Depends
it's
on
a
the
good
artist,
jazz
maybe?
fest.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's
I want that to hit my ear.
You want-
I
yeah,
want to
you
be like,
want your
control.
eardrum.
Pop, pop. I want to hear everything.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
that music. With her.
In Yamava, it's small, so
Intimate,
I'm
right?
feeling it. Yeah.
It's funny. I've been listening to a lot of Janet just because.
She's fucking amazing. She's
obviously
the greatest.
Janet's amazing. Whatever. But I'm not the biggest fan just because
I
it's
am.
not my thing. But I was listening to her stuff recently because I heard like a 5-hour podcast with Jimmy Jam.
Right.
Jimmy Jam and Terry
Told me
Lewis.
about that, yeah.
I DJ'd his daughter's galore
Terry
party.
Lewis
It was
wasn't
great.
on it, but it was a Questlove podcast, and it's a three-part episode. But I heard the entire thing in like a week,
And that's the thing. A lot of
And it
people
made me
don't
go-
realize how dope she is.
She's
Is because she is Minneapolis Sound. Minneapolis Sound is Jimmy Jam. Who else is freaking Prince?
Also, you met
Morris
Jimmy
Day.
Jam?
I've met him numerous times.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But the crazy shit is like, I'd fucking get interrupted because they talk about songs, and I'm like, pause, and I go listen to the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit,
You
because
send me that podcast. I want to hear it.
insane. So she didn't even
Questlove,
like.
so good.
She didn't even like The Way Love Goes.
Oh, that's like
It's her number one
That's the
song.
way. That's the way love goes.
It's her number one song.
Not that she didn't like it. She wanted if whatever.
my
If
favorite,
came
yeah.
like
Which is obviously
the third single, right?
If was the second single. That's the way love goes was the first
What was the
single.
slow jam one though?
so-
with her and the other dude?
Not oh my god. It was again.
Again, was my shit.
So if was supposed to be the first single
Yep.
because it's already
Yeah,
what people know about
yeah.
her. It's that
Yep.
up, it's that Janet, whatever. And then they played her. That's the way love goes. She was like not feeling it. She went on vacation, and then with some friends, whatever, came back and was like, I want to record this song. I love it. He was like, what? You didn't even like this song? She's like, no, it's my favorite shit.
Yeah.
And
So
then they
good.
recorded
And the
it.
video was hot.
And then the label.
She was hot.
The label
That's what
didn't
I'm
want
saying.
it.
It was, yeah.
The label said, it's a little too Sade.
Oh wow.
And
It
then
was very jazz.
Jimmy Jam was like, exactly. Yeah. They're not expecting this. They're expecting
Yeah.
They're, you know what I mean? Like, it's about, anyway.
Because if it's like Rhythm Nation-ish, like
Yeah,
vibe.
exactly.
Yeah, it was high energy,
Control.
Janet
Yeah.
dancer,
Dude.
breakdown, doom, doom, doom. Like
But when that video
everything.
came out, man, my teenage ass.
You definitely had a boner.
we don't want to hear about that.
I want to hear about it. You had a boner for sure.
Oh yeah.
For like that whole, was it
yeah.
93? That was kind of like,
Wow.
I was still like, but I just wanted to always, I just
So you
thought
always wanted to be her DJ.
her, Paula Abdul, as a little tiny girl. Paula Abdul
wow,
was
yeah.
like, I was the hugest Paula Abdul fan. She had that video of little kids in her video, I think Forever Your Girl or whatever it is.
shit, I don't remember
And
that.
in my brain, I was so upset at my parents. Why didn't you take me down there to be in Paula Abdul's video? Like,
Yeah, like it's that
I'm the
easy.
same. These kids. How could you do this to me? Like,
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
lived for Paula Abdul. I lived for Prince, and I lived for
I
Janet
mean, the
as
way
a
your
little
life is
girl.
going, it's not too late.
So were those your influencers to be a dancer at the time?
Oh,
Like, is
I've
that why?
always wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah, okay.
Like my life was just I didn't know that was an option. I didn't
Yeah.
know that to me in my brain, Janet called her homegirls. Like I called my homegirls to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
club and say, "Come do this video." Like I didn't know there was a whole world of this.
Yeah.
My senior year, one of my good friends in high school was obsessed with NSYNC. And she's like, we took a dance class together and she's like, Wade Robson, he's NSYNC's choreographer and he's doing a class at Millennium Dance Complex in Hollywood. I don't know anybody that would go with me. Would you go? And I was like, I'll go. Fuck it. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Her mom drives us down there. I'm still a senior. Mom drives us down there. I get there and there's like hundreds of people in this big warehouse. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like people, these kids move out here. They do this.
Yeah.
I take the class. I fall in love. I talk to my best friend into taking me back the week after. I do it again. At the end of a dance class, he would pick maybe about 10 people, 2 at a time to battle each other out of 200 kids. And he picked me. And as my second time ever taking a fucking dance class. I'd never taken a real professional dance class. He picked me to battle this girl who's this amazing dancer. And I freaked out and I was like,
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it.
Oh,
It's the one
yeah.
time I regretted anything in my
Yeah.
life. I got scared and I was like, I can't do that. I just was like, what the fuck? But the fact that he picked me to me was like, okay, that's kind of got to be a big
good
deal.
validation. So this is
Maybe
your-
I should like
yeah.
start.
Yeah.
I said no, and I remember he said, that's not good. I'll never forget the way he said it. He walked away, and then he picked another Janet dancer to fill in.
Never say no.
Me.
Yeah.
But
Another
after
lesson
that day,
learned.
I never, it was a
So
shitty
this is
lesson.
your bring it on moment, and you froze.
I froze.
Wow.
After that, you never said no ever again.
I never said no to anything
I love
after
it.
that because
Yeah,
I
I love
felt
it.
like shit for
Yeah.
probably like a month. But I also thought, okay, if I could outshine 200 people,
Yeah.
maybe this is a path that I should look into. And I started taking dance classes, and that's how I got into it.
Nice.
Dope. That's
Damn.
awesome.
Yeah.
And that Wade Robinson, was that the Michael Jackson
Yep,
guy?
yep.
Okay, I
That's
remember.
him.
He was like with MTV too,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, he was
Yeah,
huge.
sure.
Huge.
Yeah,
Britney.
I remember, yeah. Okay.
Fucking the creator of all the bye, all that
So
shit.
that was the guy at the
Yeah,
time.
and at that
guy.
time, it was
Yeah, he had a
huge.
show. The MTV
Wow.
show was crazy.
That's
Then
insane.
Janet Jackson Dancer, who I used to watch all the time, subbed for him the next class. Took that class with her. I was like, oh my God. And then me and her became fucking
Wow.
best friends. She's still one of my greatest friends. Teresa, what's up?
Wow.
Shout out to her. Do
Yeah.
you know what's the girl that Diddy fucks with? And she
Lorianne
does-
Gibson?
Yeah.
I don't know her.
Is
She was East
respected?
Coast.
Yeah, she is, right?
Yeah, she's
She that
fucking
girl?
wild, but she looks like a good ass time.
She looks like a fun time.
Wild.
All the
No,
making the band.
honey, no. Like she would
She'll,
drive
like-
me crazy, but
Yeah, that's funny. All right.
So I have a question though, because so those were your influences at the time, was like more dance driven, right?
yeah.
So at the point of where you're at now, who are you influenced by now?
Like who would I be influenced? If you're gonna pick she's probably old school now, but I'm a Rihanna girl. I'm not a Beyonce girl. Riri is my girl. I love that she's very
You're
raw.
more of you got that Rihanna vibe.
Oh, Riri's raw.
I feel
yeah,
like-
you got that
She's
that
real.
Rihanna vibe.
You get what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyonce
She's always been like
is-
that too since day one.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch better have my money.
You know what I mean? Blah blah blah.
But even
that's
like
my shit.
musically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As DJs, we play more Riri than
Yeah, I don't.
and
I think Beyonce is
No, she's goat.
so insane. She is the goat.
Yeah.
The thing about
But my
Beyonce
taste is I'm a Riri
she's
girl.
she's. I mean, so is Rihanna. I was gonna say. I was gonna say like Beyonce seems like fucking
Business.
No, like unaccessible, top of the. You'll never see her in public, but then, I mean, you
Unattainable.
don't,
But Riri
yeah,
seems the
unattainable.
same way too,
But
though.
Rihanna, she's the same
Yeah.
level.
She might be in
right.
You might catch her in Barbados hanging out though at like some random.
No, she was
spot.
at the Win
yeah,
like 3 months
she
ago,
just
like just
seems
walking
a little
around.
more real.
Really?
Yeah, just walking around. Like people were like filming her. She was like,
She
say hi
seems
to
like
them.
she's more likely to do that than Beyonce's not walking around anywhere.
Beyonce seems like a fucking just
Robot.
super, like a
It's Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, it's like
I mean, she was-
unreal super movie
Yeah.
star that you just
Yeah.
like
Unattainable.
Jessica Rabbit and shit.
I mean, she was literally yesterday. Pharrell had his
I
Louis
saw
Vuitton
that,
show,
yeah.
and Rihanna's
Yes.
out there with her
Beyonce too.
Beyonce too, but
Rihanna looks
Rihanna's
like
full
hood.
pregnant.
Yeah, Rihanna was in the
ready to have a
streets, fucking
baby.
belly out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out there. She out
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
Yeah,
I'm a
love
Riri
her.
girl. I would say
love that.
Riri is
Me too.
definitely.
I'm more Riri over.
Nah, Riri's
It's
fire.
really
or
hard to
Beyonce.
attach to a new artist. For me, I think I don't want to say that I'm getting old because music is. You love music. You love music.
All right,
Yeah.
how about with that same question? Who do you look up to just in general? It could be in business. Like, where do you want to go next? Like I know you have multiple businesses, which we'll touch on. But
Yeah.
like, all right. Obviously, I don't know if you're looking.
Yeah, no,
I don't think
now
you're
I
looking
am,
up to
for
a
sure.
DJ anymore or a dancer because
right,
you're
right.
past that, or an artist. Like, what's
It's
next?
so weird to hear that. It's,
No,
I
no,
don't- I like it's.
I'm
an
not saying
honor-
it's
true, though.
But it's an honor to hear you say that because I don't see that. But I'm hearing it a little more and more now that I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, that's
Yeah,
wild.
no,
That's
it's true.
fucking nuts.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're playing, like you play all the clubs in Vegas, the top clubs in Vegas. Like, what's next? What I mean is like,
I will tell you
Who,
someone
like-
who I definitely look up to. It's a love-hate. I don't love a lot about this person, but their ethic and what they have done for themselves is J-Lo. Like,
Okay.
I think that bitch, and I met her. She's a fucking bitch. But goddamn, I can't. I'll say it. I don't care.
what about her?
She is so delusional in the greatest way that like I can't fucking sing, but guess what? I'm gonna have a number one
Yeah.
fucking
Right,
album.
right,
I
right.
don't
I got you.
care.
I got you.
I don't care that maybe people are telling me that I'm not good at this. I'm gonna do it because I want to do it from my heart, and I'm gonna fucking succeed. And she does. The
She does.
bitch. The
That's-
bitch was in an action movie last month,
Dude, we
and
were
I
just-
loved it. It was
we were-
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that with Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Like he
Such a
same
good-
thing.
yeah.
Like
Bro.
I don't want to just be an actor. I want to be the star in
And
the
he
movie.
can.
I want to, and he became. I
Yeah.
want to be the governor.
And this is from this is from the
Fucking
Netflix documentary.
Yeah, I
The
just watched it the other
Terminator
day. It's
was
so
the
good.
governor of
Bro,
Cala motherfucking
insane.
Fornia.
He married this foreigner.
A Kennedy.
Married a Kennedy. It's like political
And he-
royalty in the United
like
States.
they don't.
You know?
You're not
Like,
even allowed to marry this.
How? How?
dude
He
from-
manifested everything. Remember, he
Everything.
he's talking about, I'm gonna
Bro.
do this. I want to be Hercules. I'm gonna do this.
Exactly.
Man.
And he like
And
foresaw everything.
He
Dude,
said,
like-
I don't have a dream. I have a vision.
Yes.
Okay.
He-
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it's insane.
Hot.
J-Lo. It's J-Lo for me.
Okay,
like,
J-Lo.
yeah. I don't.
Wait,
dude,
hold on. Because
ahead.
she was a dancer.
You know,
Yeah,
you know
she's
what?
She was a fly girl.
She was.
She was a fly girl.
She
She was a fly girl in
I
Living
was
Color,
the most
yeah.
biggest. I was a Janet fan, and then J-Lo came onto the scene at the same time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a J-Lo poster in my room.
She had a
Yes.
clothing
So-
brand, right?
J-Lo. It was
Maybe,
called
I don't know.
J-Lo.
Was
It was
it?
called J-Lo?
Yeah, it was called J-Lo. I had T-shirts.
No, she had. It was a different one too.
was it
Back in
different?
the day.
She had a couple, maybe.
There was another one.
I had a jacket that was by her.
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah.
don't
But
think it was
I
called
love-
J-Lo.
I love
but
her.
also too though, that was like one of the first
Latinas.
Latinas that looked like us, right? Like we saw somebody
Not
that,
only looked
"Damn,
like
this looks
us,
like my
looked
friend.
better
this looks
than
like my
us."
cousin.
Yeah,
This
she
looks
looked
like
way
somebody."
better than
But
us.
do you know what I
Of
mean?
course,
Not
yeah.
better than us, but
She was
she
hot.
looked
No, I
like
got you.
she belonged where she was at, you know? And that's, I love it. Like,
I think the first time
I
I,
love
was
her.
like,
I hate her and I love her.
I love
Yeah, yeah.
J-Lo.
I would give that girl respect
Obviously,
all day.
Yeah, was the Selena movie.
Anything for Selena.
That
Bro.
that was like what an incredible like you just like damn bro you
Yeah.
believe you I bought it.
Yeah, no,
I watched it
100%.
four
Oh, yeah,
times in the
100%.
theater as a little
100%.
girl.
Dude,
I made my
saw
grandma
it-
take me
yeah.
4 times.
I saw it on the plane recently, not recently, but like let's call it a few months ago, and like shit still made me like tear.
Wait,
up.
does she follow you?
She does follow you.
Yeah,
She
she follows-
does follow you because
follows
I
IG.
checked.
Yeah,
She follows you
me
and
in
Vice.
Vice. Yeah.
I know. Don't play me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because
I was like,
she
this bitch
followed
follows
me.
Eric Dlux.
This is crazy. A few years ago, I think she followed me and Vice the same day, and like DJ Sinatra too.
Yeah.
Us three. Obviously, she was probably promoting the record
For
and
sure.
like saw us as DJs. So I don't know how, but she followed us.
Yeah, I'll take
I wasn't
it.
following her yet, but I hit her with the follow back.
Wow.
That's okay. That's a story right there.
That's
Love
hot.
it. I love it. Yeah.
Honestly,
Does she
I
still
think her
follow
and
me?
I would get. Yeah, I think
Okay,
she
my
does. The last I
algorithm.
checked, I think her and I would get along really great. I think she would be very impressed by my freestyle selections. She would love me.
Oh, she would love
I
it.
was a huge J-Lo fan.
Dude,
I met her and it
No,
wasn't the
legend,
greatest
legend.
thing.
You know what's
yeah.
crazy?
I took my poster down.
Syph used to be her like go-to DJ.
Wow.
And he would play the freestyle shit.
She loves it.
And she would love it. And he knew how to play for her.
Well, freestyle was big in New York too. Right?
Yeah,
Too,
it was.
like,
It's
yeah,
just as
like,
big as it's really
probably
Miami,
bigger
New York,
now.
and LA.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
God damn.
crazy.
This is insane, bro. Like this
Yeah,
is so good.
I'm glad.
You know what's crazy too? Like, Waiting for Tonight. It's also a big song again.
Again.
Like, with
Yep.
all the other
even for the few years, like Five would play it, and I would be like,
You're like, why are you playing this?
this shit? No, I would like watch them sing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta stop playing this.
Yeah,
No,
It's-
it's
it's
hot.
big.
I remember when that making the video.
What about Unreal?
happened.
Wow.
That's still big too.
It's still
I went
big.
to R&B party in
Honestly,
Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
Let's
R&B
Get
party for
Loud.
sure.
The intro still good.
What's
Let's
Let's
Get
Get
Loud.
Loud?
Wow.
Let's get loud.
Oh yeah.
Let's
salsa
get
song,
loud. It's a
like-
salsa
There's
one,
like an
yeah.
EDM remix that I have somewhere, and it
Wow.
does great.
Wow.
The bitch is unstoppable, and I love it.
Yeah. No.
Like
for
as
real.
much as I want to hate on her, I can't.
Except for that
I
meme,
love
right?
her.
You
Fuck
see that
with
Ben
them.
Affleck meme of her? It's like, you're not really Selena.
Oh, that's funny.
The memes are kind of great.
You didn't
love
see
The
that.
it?
memes are kind of great. J-Lo, I love you. And if you ever see this podcast, yes, I have said in other times that you were a bitch. Because you were, and that's okay.
I'll DM her for you.
But
Yeah. Actually, she
I
can DM her
fucking
too.
love you.
Oh, she follows you too?
No, she wish.
Oh,
She
okay.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Not after she probably heard I call her a bitch. It's okay. I've been a bitch before.
No, you
It's
didn't call her a
okay.
bitch. You called her that bitch.
She is also that. Yeah, she's that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I don't care.
That's
She
funny.
can be whatever she wants. The way the girl has structured her life has.
Yup.
No, she's killed.
And to be honest, she is someone that to me, I'm getting older. I see it every day. I hear it every day. I'm
I hate to
looking
break
at
it to you, but everybody's getting older.
Agreed.
Yeah.
By the minute.
Women get older different than men. Y'all motherfuckers look the same as you looked 5 years ago. Okay.
Well, Five looks younger. 'cause he
Five
lost
does look
weight.
younger.
He looks younger
Lost a
than he
little bit
did
of
a few
weight.
years ago.
Yeah.
You look great, but see, sometimes when people lose weight, they look older. You motherfucker look.
You think so?
Yes,
Look at
because
that.
their
No,
weight
if I
starts
lost
drooping.
like 15 more pounds, I would probably look frail and like, oh.
Five's
You
like,
look
it's
older
like
when you
Benjamin
lose
Button.
weight.
He like
Yeah.
looks younger. You're like getting
You
skinnier.
You look
like,
younger,
you know?
and you
That's
drink
also
more.
that, like,
What
aging
the
glow,
fuck?
bro.
Yeah.
Talk about a great life.
Yeah.
But yeah, at 50 years old, she had.
She's 50?
She's over
Yeah, I
50.
didn't know she was 50.
Is she really?
She's
Oh
over
yeah, she
50.
is. Actually, she's older than
Scratchy, how old is she? Can you check?
Maybe 52.
Fact
When
check.
Hey,
Fact
Siri.
check.
She's 53 or 52.
Sorry,
She's in her
J-Lo.
50s, yeah.
Wait, we're not
Here's
supposed
the
to talk
deal,
about
though.
Siri
her.
and my phone started glowing up.
At
not supposed
50
to talk
years
about a
old,
woman's age.
she had a hit movie.
Oh,
She
wow.
won. She was
53?
nominated for a gold. She won or nominated for a Golden. All her highest achievements came at 50.
Yeah.
That to me as a woman showed me like, bitch, you are not done. You're not
Thanks,
at the
sir.
peak. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes it feels
Best is
like
yet
I'm
to
at the
come,
peak.
For sure. Yeah.
Outside looking in, you are far from your peak. You know,
Bro.
Great, thank you. I'll take it. Receive it.
You haven't even peaked yet, dog.
you haven't peaked yet. I want to talk about.
Give her some more wine.
But go ahead.
Oh yeah, we need some more wine. Shout out to Orgullo Wine. Shout out to Izzo.
Oh no, shout out to you
his
guys,
wine
dog.
company.
Or happy hour.
I want to talk about You're Not Down
Okay, go ahead.
because
Thank you.
I just played it
Yeah.
for the second time. Vice told me it's his favorite party, and I was like, I don't know. This is before I
Yeah, I
went.
know for sure.
And he would always try to get me to go, and it just seemed like, and
Yeah, no.
to defend myself, this is when everything I'm busy.
Yeah, you're on a plane nonstop.
To go to Pomona on a Sunday after flying, blacked out, hungover from God knows where, seemed like a lot. So I never made it. But I'm selfishly, and I know Izzo is too. Well, all of us, because I've always wanted my own party or like our own party.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. So I want to like ask questions like that. Like I want to, how did you start it? When did you start it? What was the first thing you did? What the fuck? How, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
things. All right. So when did it start? Because
I had a birthday party, and my birthday party theme was Cholo theme. Just because I didn't want to have a birthday that year. Leslie was
When
like,
was
"You
this?
have."
What year?
This is
17,
6
18?
years ago, maybe. No.
Okay.
Like 17, 18?
Yeah.
20?
No.
And this at a venue or like backyard party?
Backyard boogie. I didn't
Just
want to have
friends,
a. So
yeah.
me and Leslie been broken up maybe 5-6 years, and it was like right before we broke up. So like 6 years ago.
Okay.
It's my birthday. I don't want to do anything. Leslie's like, you got to do something. Everybody loves when you have a party. Let's do a party. I'm like, I don't know, Les. She's like, let's just do something small. So I'm like, all right, let me call my mom. Ma, can I have a little party in your backyard? How many people? 50 people, Mom. Okay, fine. And I'm like, let's do a Chola theme. That'd be kind of fun. Like these parties weren't up yet. No one was doing anything like it.
Like the themed parties.
Yeah, like on street level, right?
Yeah,
like
got
everyone's
it.
still focused on clubs. It was just fun. I do a
But
Chola
even
theme
like
birthday
the whole
party.
Chola theme wasn't even popping
No,
back then.
it was not. It was
now
a
it's
thing.
a thing, you know?
Yeah, back
Now
then
it's
it was a thing.
You got brands developed now.
Now
but-
it's like a trend.
Culture.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on like what it was probably in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I do this party and everyone has to dress Cholo, and it's like 150 people in my mom's backyard. She wants to kill me. Like the house is slammed with people. People brought their lowriders. People got really into it. My grandma and grandpa dressed. Like everyone's dressed up, and so we do it. We have fun. And I'm looking back at the content and seeing that it's probably the first party I had been to where
Was
people
it
are
called
dancing.
You're
It's
Not
my
Down
birthday.
at the
No,
time?
it was just my birthday.
Got it. Okay, go.
Wait, did your
And-
mom bust to Angie and call the
Oh
cops?
no,
and
my
say,
mom is.
"Hey,
My mom was
there's a lot of people
no.
here."
One thing about my mom is she'll bitch, but she'll roll with the punch. My mom is
Yeah.
a G. My mom is an unconditional. I love my mom. Like I learned to be
She's with
unconditional.
your dad on the
with
Twitch, right? When you guys were
No,
out there?
that's my aunt.
Oh, that's your
That's
aunt.
his sister.
Vee.
That's Angie Vee,
Oh,
though.
wow.
Shout out to
her.
Angie.
Also another unconditional one.
She's amazing. I
So
love
your
her.
family could party.
She's so
Yes,
awesome.
my family's we like to party.
Love it. Yeah.
We like to party. Okay, go
So
ahead.
yeah, my mom's cool. She's cool. We're doing this party. I look back on the
Have we
on
met
the
your
videos.
mom? Was she
She's
Yeah, I met her.
quiet.
Yeah, I met her.
When we
at
came
the- yeah.
to your house? Was she there?
Probably. She's real quiet. She's not like Ray Ray. She's the polar opposite. She's quiet.
I mean, your pops is a little quiet. Like
Without alcohol, he's pretty chill. But once you get him lit, he's
on stream, he.
oh yeah, he
Turns
knows
it-
how to perform too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in the blood.
He turns it on.
He turns it on.
Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes I'm like, Dad, you don't got to turn it on. Just be chill. So we do it. I look at the footage and I'm seeing how much fun everybody is having with all this old school music, like what we play normally in our backyard parties. And I was like, I want to fucking do a party like this. This sounds kind of fun. Let's just try it. So I'm like, I'm like, I want to do it. And me and my best friend, again, my best friend who passed, we'd always say, you're not down. Bitch, I'm fucking down. You're not down. That was our like, you won't. I triple dog dare. You're not down.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Love
can't
it.
tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So I was like, let's call it You're Not Down. Like, you have to be down to come to this party. So I'm thinking about it. I'm talking to my friend John B. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do this party. You're not down. John takes it upon himself to ask Vera at the green room because he's working there. Like, hey, Angie wants to do this
Vera.
party. Like, Vera's popping. Love. Vera says we can do the party there. So I was like,
Where's the green room?
Pomona.
Okay.
In the small inside. So if you've ever been to You're Not Down in the alley, it's a small little
yeah,
tiny
yeah,
in
yeah.
store.
Okay, and
They
how
do
How
a
many people
night.
is that? Like,
Thursday night, we decided to do it. Maybe 20 people show up. It's just not good, right?
Yeah.
It's already branded. You're not down.
In my head, I want to do a You're Not. Yeah, we call
was
it
it
You're
still
Not
a
Down.
theme party at that time? Like,
Just was the first night we ever did it.
First
no,
night.
but it was still themed though. Like,
We didn't do a
Cholo
theme. We
themed?
just did
Okay.
old school
Yeah.
Before
Funk,
that,
yeah.
in Pomona, I was doing a Sunday called Feel Good Sundays, which to me, I wanted to mold after the do-over because that was my dream to play the do-over, and I was never going to get into the do-over. So I'll make my own do-over here. So we did Feel Good Sundays.
Bro, we just
That's
talked
it.
about this.
Make your own opportunities.
Make your own opportunities.
Yeah, I was like, I can
God
make it.
Damn it. Okay, go ahead.
It's very highly lesbian. Like a lot of lesbians were there because I was like really up in that scene at the time. But we still were killing it at the sushi spot out there Sunday. That went away. So we go to Thursday night. No one really shows up. Adam Pun is doing Detox on top at the time.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys ever go to Detox?
No, I know
about
Detox.
One of you guys had to have played it because they were bringing in talent.
Was this after like Red Cup Sundays? Was
Probably
this
during.
around the
Maybe
same
a
time?
little.
Yeah.
No, it was after.
Yeah, it was
So-
kind of like this.
The tail end.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it was after.
So Adam says, hey, why don't you take over the small patio up top? Do whatever you want. So I want to do an old school party. And he was like, fucking do whatever you want. Take it over. That was kind of like, the first one was like, we did 60 people. Weekend 2. By the end of the season, we're probably hitting like 100 and some, which is still a good number,
Good number,
for
Great number.
a Sunday day party. We were like a little over 100. Season 2 maybe came. My best friend was really sick. It's just a crazy way how life works. My best friend passes, and the day before you're not down. So she passes the day before you're not down. We decide that we're still going to have it, and maybe I'm going to go and maybe I'm not, but they can have it because it's growing. The whole fucking city shows up, and now we're just slammed on this rooftop in support of me and my friend, and just like it just was slammed. And that was kind of like the start of taking it to like, so then my birthday would come, and I know I'm going to clear. So we would do my birthday in the alley. Vice came, the first birthday. I got you, Ange, for fun. Has the best time. Vice comes back year 2 for
Is that
my
when
birthday.
is year 1 Vice? Is that when
Scythe
blacked out?
Scythe blacks out. He's passed out on the floor
In
in
the
the DJ
spring.
booth.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
they're bringing us out bottles,
Yeah.
tall, the 3-foot Don Julio bottles, like
Like
smacked.
the promo bottles.
Yes.
Those huge ones.
That's year 1.
Wow.
Vice comes back year 2. Year 3, pandemic. No, nothing. After pandemic, we move into the alley full time. We don't go to the rooftop anymore. Now it's too big because now I built this whole other group of people. That was like a local party. Now it's not
Yeah,
local.
like, yeah.
So we're selling out 600 people.
I did year
You did the alley.
3. Yeah.
Did they open the
After.
alley just for you?
Yeah,
or
we
was that like
built
a
that. Yeah, there
place
was
where they
it
would
was
have
an
people
alley.
normally?
No.
Wow.
We put the stage. We made the tables. Like I was like, let's do this. Let's do that.
Make your own opportunities. Love
It's
it.
an alley.
You never went, right, Five?
Yeah, he played the
I
alley.
play one.
Oh, you did.
I
How
haven't
was
gone. I haven't gone.
You haven't
I was
gone.
gonna go.
You
the
played
day
my
were there,
birthday
but I
last year with
couldn't.
Vice.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I
Yeah, you and Vice. I have pictures.
was he in Vice?
You and Vice played my
Oh, shit.
birthday.
You were fun guy 5. You were
I
blacked,
blacked
out.
out. Yes.
It's
If
a
you
blackout
remember
party.
a night, I'll be bummed out.
Cheers
I
to
expect you not to remember.
honestly,
that.
yeah.
It's the only 5
We didn't
I
drive.
want.
I know.
Only
I know. I
five,
know.
I
I didn't
want.
drive. So
So yeah, I just built to that. We started. Then we were in the alley. We did one season
Dope.
in the alley.
When you
guys-
say season, you mean like
Year.
So we
summer
don't do
or-
every
right?
we don't do every month. We are seasonal. We
Okay.
start. Ideally, we like to start in April, May,
Yeah.
June, July, August. My birthday is the end of the season, September.
Oh, me too.
Then
September.
we started doing an October one because we could. It
Yeah.
was working. We take off November.
So
December
you like
we do
follow
a toy
the
drive.
festival season, like more or less.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We don't
okay.
even know it, but to us,
Yeah.
it's just
that's
what
the
works.
Jersey Shore season, dog.
Yeah, so we do follow it, and then we go dark for a few months. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. Yeah, and that's
Man,
great
that's
too because
awesome, man.
we've
Anticipation.
done parties in the past and we get burnt out and we stop
Yeah.
showing up and then we notice momentum loses and
When
things
you
like
lose
that, so-
momentum, they lose momentum. And I
Yeah,
was not gonna.
exactly.
I'm not gonna
That's-
lie.
that's
the
key.
End of last season, I was over it. Like,
Yeah.
not. It was great and it was building. It was all these people. I just was tired of being so fucking hungover and
Yeah.
feeling like I'm killing myself. Like I'm taking 12 shots. I'm not that big. I've gained weight.
That's it?
Probably because of this party, but
That's it.
Yeah.
12 shots is a lot for me.
That's how we get warmed up.
It's not just the
Yeah, it's
party.
like
it's
before
fucking
Okay, well,
walk in
maybe
that
I take more than
party.
that. You guys have seen the outcome. I'm fucking
No,
climbing
just kidding,
poles and
just
shit.
kidding.
If you know how many shots you took, you're not taking.
Okay, then I'm
enough.
guessing.
Facts.
But nonetheless, I was getting like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Nah, that's how I
Then-
felt during a couple streams and shit. I'm like,
Because you're just drunk and the hangover
yeah.
sucks. We're older
It
now. I can't bounce
sucks.
back as fast.
it
Exactly.
sucks.
So yeah, we did that, and then I kind of had, I don't want to say a falling out with the venue, but I felt like they just didn't appreciate what we were bringing to the table, and didn't really want, like, I knew I was a blessing. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I'm giving on a Sunday a high level shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore, and I'm capping off. We're selling out so fast that I know I can do more.
Yeah.
But I'm not, because I'm here in this small space and I love it because it's a vibe. And I'm all about aesthetic too. If the vibe's not right, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I won't take it inside. It's an outdoor party.
Yeah.
Love
It belongs in a certain place. I have
Especially
to feel
in the summer.
Especially during the day. You don't want to party inside during the day. Like,
No,
Or you live in California.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay my taxes to be here. You know.
It was a fun location for sure.
It was great.
It's fun.
The bouncing sound off the walls.
Yeah.
It just was.
No, I had a
You
blast.
could
Amazing.
just see, and it kind of makes it very intimate, and you could just see the whole row of people. It's just like, damn.
It got scary because when we started capacity, like getting at capacity, then we started hitting a little bit more trouble. We had one fight that really freaked me out and was like, I can't confine all these people in here anymore. Like, we're too big for this.
Yeah.
So then we moved to the Derby. Now we're at the Derby room.
Nice.
Where's the Derby room?
Down the street. It's at the Fairplex, actually.
Okay, got it.
great.
So is that where you went?
That's
Yes.
where I played, and that's when I showed up. And
Probably not expecting what
I
you saw.
showed up. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was at the same spot. I thought it was inside at the same spot.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's I texted you, and you're like, different spot, whatever. And then I get there, and I'm like, first I'm walking up, and I see hundreds of people in line. And I'm like, shit, okay.
Yeah,
Then
your one was we had a shitty line situation.
Then I see fucking all kinds of tents, merch tent, this food, this. I see a row of like porta potties, and I'm like, what? This is crazy. Then I walk in, and it's just jam packed with people, full on stage, LED, and I'm like, I hit Izzo because that's like my go-to.
Yeah.
I said, bro, this is a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a party. This is a fucking festival stage. Like, this could be the Sahara tent type shit. Like, I'm not a big Coachella guy, but like, I can imagine that's what those things look like.
I was getting pictures and videos that he was sending me, and I was like,
I was
hold on,
sending
where the
him
fuck
shit.
are you right now? You know?
To try to like, bro.
Because you had just flew in from Vegas too, right? Or you did Vegas that night?
I think so.
And this is my dog. I know him.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go into a festival and do anything, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
gonna stay home and
Yeah.
recoup, you
Yeah.
know? So he's sending me these videos, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know? But it's insane. It's admirable. I've never been. I want to go. I can't wait to go to the next one. It looks crazy, and man, congratulations.
Thank
'cause
you.
Honestly,
it's
it was-
I'm not
inspiring
proud of- I don't-
all of us.
Like, I don't sit and look and pat myself on the back. I'm like I said, I'm very hard on myself, but I am so fucking proud of what visually I built.
As you should be.
Because I'm a creative, so I
Yeah.
like instant. When I look, I will show you the picture of what. It's such a great story. We get to this venue, it's this empty space, and I'm thinking, how the fuck did I not know? Another party had posted there, and so I looked at that person's videos, and it did not look appealing to me. I was like, I don't like the space. It just doesn't look great. What am I going to do? I decide I need to leave. I'm driving. It's up to at the time I was living in Pomona. It's 3 minutes from my house north.
Wow.
I've been driving past this thing every day of my life for every day, but I never thought to look. I pull up and I see this outdoor tented.
So the tent's already there.
The tent is there.
Got it.
The
So
tent is there.
LED stage
No.
is there? No, that's
it's
yours.
empty with the tent and the green terrain because
Okay.
it's a derby room, so it's supposed to like look like they show horses.
Yeah,
So there's a circular little
Got it,
turf,
yeah, like a
and
track,
It's,
yeah.
a track. It's small,
Yeah.
but it's perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? It was like the heavens opened and the light shined, and I'm like, oh my god! I call them. I say hi. My name's Angie Vee. They said, we know who you are. Like right off the bat, the girl's like, oh my god, we do 909 Market. We've been wanting to actually work with you.
They know J-Lo.
Come in. I'm the grand marshal
They
of the
know
Christmas
J-Lo.
Hold on,
parade
so
this
this
year.
you got a whole team, but this is you making the call.
Oh yeah, I call.
Make your own opportunity.
No.
Love
I
it.
I
love
have
it.
a team, but I'm very hands-on with.
Yeah.
I'm setting up in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm there at 9 a.m.
No, for sure, yeah.
Setting up. I'm
Yeah.
moving. I had the guys that
Gotta
are like,
be.
"Why are you moving barricades?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck am I?
Yeah,
would I
you have
not
to
be
be.
moving
Yeah.
barricades? This is
Yeah.
my shit. Like,
Yeah.
I need to know before I come here that this shit is exactly
How you
I
want it.
see it,
Yep.
how I want it.
Yep.
It is so visual to me more
have
than
to.
if my visual's not right, my my vibe is not right. For me, I'm a visual person.
Yeah. No, we're all very DIY.
Oh my God.
Every one of us.
I want to stay here for a little while, but I want to backtrack a little to when we were streaming and lockdown, because I feel like there's a lot of people that know Angie Vee today because of that. So, and I want, and
Way
it wasn't,
more.
and I love how we started with your whole history where like you've been that girl, you know, like you've been in like people think,
Overnight.
oh, she plays Vegas because fucking she caught a little lick on like Instagram Live and to Twitch, whatever. Like you've been there, right?
Yeah.
It definitely helped, but I want to just understand how that whole thing happened. And
I was bored.
huh?
I was bored.
No, I know you were bored, but how did you get that strong of a community? Because we were all bored, but we didn't have that many people watching us.
The truth of the matter is, I literally wasted 0 seconds of the time. We went on what's it called? Quarantine on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I started that night. First of all, I hated fucking live streaming because the thought, anytime I would go live, people started asking me personal questions, and I didn't like that. I was like, what
You
the
mean just like talking on live?
So I would just DJ like in my
got
little
it.
room. I'm like, let me go on live and see what this feels like. And it'd be like, oh my God, when are you getting back on so-so? And when are you in this and that? And why did you break up in this person? And
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was like, fuck this shit. I hated it. So I never went back. I just it was not for me. I don't like, I'm so open, but I want to be open on my terms. If you make me feel anything in this world, if you make me feel like I have to do it, I'm a fucking bitch. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a brat. It has to be on my terms. So, but I'm very open about what that is. So if you're wanting something from me, it's odds are it's probably too much because I'm overly giving of myself. So anyways, I basically got on the night before. Me and Amris were lit, and her friend came over, and we were just fucking like, bitch, the world shuts down tomorrow. I had lost 3 months of gigs. Like, I know that this is not 2 weeks because I was doing really dope corporate shit, Coachella parties, Coachella's not happening. I knew before the world knew.
And you were still with Nike too, doing that?
I was still with Nike, but Nike's shutting down,
course,
everything's shutting down.
Yeah.
So I knew right away, it is what it is. We get on, and I applied for Amazon. So I just bought my Jeep, my dream car. I bought a Jeep. It was used, but I bought my Jeep. I was so hyped. The week of shutdown, we shut down. I'm freaking out. Fuck all my friends. I'm calling Amazon. I call Amazon. I apply to just work in the factory with my dad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They give me the job. I have to go in. I applied on Monday. They give me the job on Friday. My friends don't believe that I did this. And I'm like, I'm going to work, motherfuckers. Like, I am not going to sit.
That's
I'm
awesome.
making money.
I didn't
like,
know that.
I don't care. I'll get on a
shit.
forklift. I don't care. Like,
Oh, it's like a distribution hut.
distribution
Just ride a forklift.
straight prison level.
Wow.
Like working with my dad.
So this is like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was literally the
Insane.
start.
2020.
I apply for Amazon. They tell me I get the job. I have to come in on Friday for a drug test, which I was like, fuck. But I literally
Why,
remember
Angie?
I smoked weed. I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, look, I'm applying. What do
It's
I
not
take?
gonna happen.
My dad's telling me, take 420 juice that you can buy it here. Like,
Shut up.
it's just weed.
Ray.
It's a true story. This is a true fucking story.
Love that.
So I'm planning for a drug test on Friday. I'm planning to go buy this stuff to take weed out of my system because I am a worker. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not better than or
So all we
bitch
know
is working.
is hustle, work.
fucking paying my bills. I just bought a new car. It is what it is. So I start streaming on Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, and it was like 300 people, which was a big deal already.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, how did that happen? Like, they just showed
I
up.
just know a lot of people, and they were at home, and we got on our Instagram and said, "Hey, let's hang out."
Yeah,
and then
you definitely had a lot of supporters too, though.
it's support from the past.
I mean, 200 people from out the gate.
No,
is a
I
lot.
would get like people like fucking forwarding me her like
Yeah.
her live stream. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jump
I know
in.
her. Like
yeah.
Wow.
And it was, and then they started, and we didn't even think about. They just started sending it to their friends. So then I was like, let me come back tomorrow.
They were like passing it around. Yeah.
Came back Wednesday, and it was 400 people, and it was like.
Dang.
Then by Thursday, it was like 700 people.
Yeah.
And I'm getting now like influencers that are famous at home. And then, and I thought, I feel like God is showing me that this is where I'm supposed to be. Also, prior to that, losing all my gigs, I was like, okay, God, I did it. I had you guys heard, I had great time trying things my way. I'm not DJ Vice. I'm not doing those things. Whatever you want from me at this point, the world's ending. Whatever you want, guide me. I was ready to give up DJing.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a real estate agent, if that's what you have for me, send me there. I don't care. So I was like, it was the moment that I gave up control. And then I felt like, I'm not going to go to my drug test. I'm not going to take this job at Amazon. I just started DJing every single day. And then we created themes. And then we just were partying and having fun. And then artists were coming in. And then it was like people were able to interact with each other and feel like we were all still hanging out.
Yeah.
I think the truth is I just did it first.
Yeah.
I think that's the truth.
Yeah, because I was like expecting some like secret code or how I built it, but like
It was very genuine.
300 off the jump is pretty.
It was like
fucking
200
impressive.
off the jump.
That's still
One
good.
second.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
That's insane.
We were getting bigger numbers than Diplo. We were doing bigger numbers than
Oh no,
these
you were crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy
100%.
people. And I was like,
I remember watching one of your streams on Instagram, and it was like a bad boy set. Next, like Lil
Lil
C's
C's.
is in there
Yep.
and fucking,
Yep.
and he gets so like. Next, like
we had Corrupt, we had C's, we had
Wow.
Too Short, we had Baby Bash, we had like, and I didn't have to do anything. They were just flooding these
Motherfuckers
people.
were bored.
They were bored.
Yeah.
So it was like
Yeah,
they were
everyone's at
doing
home.
all the work for us.
Where were you doing the streams from? Your house?
My house.
Yeah.
Then I turned my room. It was Instagram Live. We're getting shut down.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. We're coming right back. We're coming right back. Shut down. Come back.
Yeah.
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 good times.
It was.
Insane.
Shit,
I
we're
would
happy
tell
we got like
anybody.
100 people.
So
Rush.
all right, I obviously don't want to talk about the whole stream shit. We know it goes to Twitch, same shit, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. What I want to know is, you're not down pre-streaming to after. Did you see a difference?
Are you kidding me? Yes. We were doing. It was fun. It was I knew everybody that walked through that door. It was a very friends and family oriented party. It was like a cleaning of a palette as a DJ. You guys know how it is. We do a lot of the same shit.
Yep.
The hits are hits. I wanted something that made me excited to DJ again and was
that's what I'm
fun for my
saying.
friends. And was fun for my
I've been
friends.
saying that shit.
That was my mind frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you have to admit that's what's popping now.
Yeah.
Our niche
popping.
parties.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
But it takes
Everything.
fucking.
Donovan's
Work.
Yard, fucking.
Yeah.
I think 143 just
Ended.
ended, but I
Ended.
mean,
Cuffin.
Sadiq,
Simp City in Vegas.
Simp
Sadiq's
City.
been
Shout out to
for
my
a while,
guys.
right?
Yeah.
Party, yeah.
R&B and Ribs.
R&B and Ribs
Shout out to
killing
Nova
it.
Slaps, killing it. I did their merch last
Really?
year. Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah, and
R&B Ribs, if you ever want to book me, I would be down to play.
there you go.
There you go.
Book her.
Yeah.
Book all of us.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just do
yeah.
an R&B and Ribs where it's just
Can we
me,
do like
Five,
can we do an
Angie.
LA R&B and Ribs takeover,
Wow.
please?
I think Vice said a couple of days ago we were talking, and he said that they reached out to him, and he was like, "We should do it together." I was like,
Do
let's
it.
No, I'd be down, but
But also,
You're
I
not
think
down.
music has changed.
I'm not down. You're not down.
You're not down.
You're not down.
You're not.
Don't tell a Mexican you're not down. It's gonna happen. But yeah, that's basically it's drastically changed. We gave people a taste of what Oldie Sunday was You're Not Down, and then I incorporated my family. That's the other thing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot of people are trying to create these types of parties, and there is enough room for all of us.
Yeah.
But I think they don't understand, like, You're Not Down is You're Not Down, not because I'm a DJ, not because I'm a good DJ, not because of what I play, but because I have showed you my family.
Yep.
My family's been involved.
true
So
to
now
you.
my family's branded. My streaming's involved. I'm on my phone every day showing you this. I'm
Yep.
doing this. It's not just the party. It's a very big, like, they're connected. They are connected to you as a human.
No, you're like, dude. I'm gonna go back to when I did You're Not Down, bro. When you would think like fucking Drake is on the stage. Like,
No, I've seen video. Oh, I've seen it
she
in
pops
person.
up and they go crazy. Phones are up, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit. And then Angie's so humble, and she like, Eric Dlux is here, and then people are like, fucking who?
No.
They don't give a fuck. They're just like, dude, this.
But when I saw Ray Ray,
Yeah. Oh no,
in
he's just
person.
as fucking hype.
I was
yeah,
like,
you get
oh,
starstruck because you
like,
feel like
oh,
you
shit,
know
bro.
him.
Ray Ray.
Yeah,
I was so hyped.
I will say this: last You're Not Down was so almost like. I'm not even gonna say this or nothing. Forget it. Because then I sound like a fucking piece of shit.
no, happened.
I just is like a girl grabbed me by the throat to take like come here. Like,
Yeah.
it was actually a really scary walk. We try to walk through the crowd each time to like we want everyone
Yeah,
to
you
feel
want-
like
yeah.
like you drove from this far, let's party, let's have a good time. But this girl fucking grabbed me by the throat
That's crazy.
because she was like, I need a picture. Like, come here. like we had to call in 2 more security guards to get through because it's nuts.
No, that's crazy.
It's wild.
I think I know the fine line, trust me, of how you want to be just Angie from the block.
Yeah.
But like you really have to understand who you are at this party, especially where like if you walk around with a security guard, it's fine. That's okay. Like don't be embarrassed about that. Yeah. Don't
well, after
do
that
it.
girl grabbed my neck, I am not.
No, but I'm saying though, but like
there, you know?
that, like, dude, because there is people that, like I mentioned earlier, 4 hours ago when we started this podcast.
Sorry, no, it's no. You guys will chop what you want.
No. How like Rhapmatic was like a movie star, or Melody, because I would watch them on a VHS, DMC battles, whatever. A lot of these people saw you on their TV on Twitch.
I think that's the game changers, that they put it on their TV, and that creates a different energy than your phone.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, here she is in person. And sometimes people don't know how to act in front of celebrities. I know you don't want to look at yourself as a celebrity, but dude, like if you got to go through a crowd, take a guard with you. That's fine. Like I don't think you should not walk around there without a security guard.
Yeah, we do now. We do. We do.
No, that's good to hear, because I know you're like humble and like, this is my people, which is true.
Yeah, it's a
grabbing
lot.
you by the neck is pretty wild.
You turn your people and you mix in alcohol.
Yeah, and she wasn't like trying to hurt me.
No, she meant well.
She just was like, and I just feel my neck, like, and I was like, holy fuck, what is happening?
I'm
like,
surprised you didn't like instinctually want to like,
putazo.
I just didn't. No, I honestly,
nice
me too.
Shiner.
But I was, I think, just so taken back by, and I did have a security guard, so right away, like, and he's fucking, my boy Frankie is like fall the fuck back, like cool, like, because I'll have people, everybody wants to kiss you on the cheek, even if it's a cheek, like, it's a lot of kisses on the cheek, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love it, I love it, but at some point it does, like, the girl grabbing my neck definitely made me feel a little like, oh shit, I need to be a little more careful.
Anybody by the neck is like, nah, bro.
Yeah. And again, she did not mean harm on me. It just her excitement level, she was unable to contain to
herself.
like, and it was I wasn't angry. It was just a little bit of an eye opener of like, holy fuck.
I know.
It's wild.
People grab
Five by the balls.
Five by his crotch.
Yeah. I heard.
Be that boy. No, that's awesome. Congrats, honestly.
Thank you.
You're not down. Izzo, we'll go to the next one because it's something you have to see. Because why I mentioned earlier, like selfishly, I want to talk about this is like I've always wanted to do a party for the same reason. You want to be able to like play things you want to play. We've been in the clubs for so long where like you're catering to other people. That's why streaming was so much fun.
Yes.
It's like, dude, I thought I hated DJing. I know I sound like a broken record. These guys have heard me say this, but I thought I hated DJing before 2020. Why? Because I'm on the plane, I'm hungover, I'm this. Everything was just, I was just
People
drained.
see the Instagram, but they don't see the background.
Drained.
Yeah.
Drained. Streaming fucking pops up. Even like Instagram, we're in here blacking out, like playing.
You're making coffee in the morning.
Playing Donnell Jones, playing whatever. And it was just like, oh my God, I needed this. Like, I love DJing.
Yeah.
I love DJing. I just was drained from everything else.
But also hear me out on this. This is my thought process too, right? So we come from a generation where when we graduated, we went to the clubs and we danced. It wasn't really about bottle service. We danced. Then our generation had kids. But wait, those kids are now older, so that our generation is now starting to go back out into the clubs and experience the things that they liked in their early 20s. And I think that's why we have a resurgence of parties like You're Not Down, R&B and Ribs, because now our generation doesn't have 5-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds. Their kids are in high school. Yeah. They can go out. So now we're seeing us ready for this next, these niche parties are popping because it's we're the group of club goers. These kids are not club goers. They're festival goers.
Right.
So
it's
like,
a different mentality.
It's a different mentality. They're not drinking liquor. They're on drugs. Yeah. Like we were fucking blacking out on freaking red, what is it, Fireball and shit. You know what I mean?
Jesus
Like
Christ.
random shit like that.
Jägermeister.
Yeah, Jaeger.
Dude, we used to have a party.
But that's why parties will work now.
I don't think Five was around at this time. Early 2000s. We had Izzo, myself, Johnny Barba, and Syfe.
Yeah.
We had a party at El Scorpio. El
Oh.
Scorpions,
Why do I know that
or whatever
name?
it's called, in
Right
Hollywood.
on
Yes.
Boulevard,
And it was
yeah.
every Tuesday, and it was called Shuffle Tuesdays. And
Shuffle
obviously, people don't know
Tuesdays.
what Shuffle is anymore because iPods don't exist.
Yeah.
But like the point was like you have your iPod on shuffle,
Whatever you want.
and it could be from Jay-Z to Morrissey to whoever.
Right.
Like it just bounces around. There's no, and dude, we organically just for fun. We made no money, and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We just wanted to party. And then like Melody came and did sets.
No way.
Lady Gaga.
Lady
Was
Gaga.
there
Lady Gaga?
every Tuesday.
She was there.
Shit.
Pitbull
She was
went.
there every Tuesday. Pitt was there. LMFAO every Tuesday.
Random. Yeah.
Well, they were just on the come up still, but
Shit.
it was
yeah.
insane. And it was every Tuesday, and it was just like play whatever you want. No, it's not like a classic house set into a this set. It was one classic house song into a Jay-Z,
Well, I
into a
think when
Stevie
you-
Wonder. It was so
I
random,
think
but
our
it was
first
fun.
flyer, literally, we had the
were
shuffle, the
and
iPod
people were
shuffle
dancing to
on
this
there,
shit?
I would
you
love
know?
to see that
You
shit.
People were dancing to this shit, or it was just like kind of.
It was such a small bar where like
Oh, you just
no
people
one's
just
really
vibe out.
I used to
Like,
do
just
a
vibe out.
night at
Have
Bar
a good
Lubitsch.
time, you know?
Do you know Bar Lubitsch?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, I used to do Basement Thursdays. I called it Basement Thursdays, and it was the same vibe.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
kind of always had this type of party under my belt at some point in my career, for myself.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have one more in you?
One more what? Different party?
Party.
Yeah.
Because we should collab.
I have a lot of ideas.
We need your help.
I think You're Not Down is floating very well. My next dream is either an R&B type party or like an early 2000s. Like, here's the deal. Like I said,
That's funny because that's our
group, our demographic is going out. Our demographic is
yeah.
buying liquor. Our demographic is buying bottles. The world has changed. We don't live in if you're under 25 and under, you're popping, and if you're not, you're done. That is over. That is so far done. Like, the rules that were when we were younger do not apply. I am going to be 40 years old. No
That's
girl
it.
DJ at my age back in the early 2000s was doing what I'm doing at this point, or a lot of us other girls, right?
For
Like
sure.
those are done. That era is done, and it's up to us. There is a demand of what we know, and it's up to us to provide that demand. You know,
Dude,
clubs are not going to do that.
This
Vegas
is-
is not going to do that.
This is something we've been wanting to do for so long. It's just we're fucking busy, and it's
Yeah,
just like really tough.
and it's hard. There's nights I don't sleep. When
Like this
the
guy-
first year not down, I thought I was gonna have 3 heart attacks.
Yeah.
No lie. I
That's
swear to
what- that's
God,
what-
this
that's
is
what
not
I'm scared
exaggerating.
of. Like the only thing we
But
do
it's
as
hot after. It feels so good.
the only thing we do as HMC is, which isn't even really all of ours, but it's still a lot of work. Is which you played was Life Is Beautiful stage, which is like that's
was-
our like once a year.
That was actually probably the highlight.
Just a headliner music
That set
club.
was a highlight.
You
of
had
my
the
year.
best.
Yo, you fucking
Yeah,
killed it.
you
Yeah,
had
your
the
shit
best.
was crazy.
That set, like I came,
You played
I landed.
Turn
I think-
Around. Well, you played.
Yeah, every now
You know,
and then.
I started playing that song because of you, and I made an edit of it.
Can I have it?
Oh, I do it live, but yeah, I'll give you the idea.
No.
I was like, wait,
it-
you made an edit of it.
I honestly,
I used GarageBand.
I hadn't slept in 3 days. I did that set. I had horrible makeup. I fucking ran downstairs and bought a $700 stupid Fendi hat with turned down glasses. Like, I looked the worst I felt in my life as a gig. Like, no
Why?
makeup.
Wait, downstairs where?
At the Venetian.
Oh, okay.
In like a glass,
yeah,
because
wow.
I had flown in. I had to do Raiders from the Raiders.
Oh
I
yeah,
came.
you were fucking.
That's right, I
That's
forgot
right.
about
You
that.
did a radio.
It was just a
No, not
crazy
radio.
day.
Raider. By
I
the
think
way,
I did
we also missed
Indianapolis
that
the night
whole era.
before.
We haven't even talked about the
Yeah, we
Raiders
didn't talk
yet.
about the Raiders.
I did Indianapolis. From Indianapolis, flew in on 2 hours of sleep. Did the Raiders all day at the Raiders. From the Raiders car straight to you guys.
I remember
felt like
An-
shit. I looked like shit.
You
But it was the
called me.
greatest thing ever.
No, Angie
because I
called
didn't
me.
give a fuck.
Angie called me. She was like, "I have a situation," and I was like, "Let's hear it." And she was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"I have this, and I have a Raider game that same day," and I was just like, "Ah." I was like, "All right, no worries." Like,
Because I don't
we're
want to be a
fu-
diva
So we
and call
literally
Sujit and say I need the last
switched-
set or I
we
need that
switched
this
sets.
set.
So I was like, "You tell me what set works for you, and we'll make it happen. It's fine. It's easy. It's not even. It's a fun little.
But I felt like a diva. Like I can only be there if I have this.
But you had the
later
best
set.
set. Like,
I did have the best
yeah,
time.
it was
You,
good.
you were
one.
on your J-Lo shit.
You were on your J-Lo
You know what?
shit.
I didn't
you
feel
earned it,
guilty
though.
about it because it was real. It wasn't me being a diva. This is the time frame that I can do.
Yeah, it worked out.
But because I was so exhausted, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, fuck this. I'm so tired. I can't even care what I look like, what I feel like. And to me, that's one of my favorite sets I played and still to this day.
Because that's one of those things we talked about earlier. It's like when that feeling, like that crowd, festival crowd. Like, you feel like you can't even do no wrong. Like, they're just...
You couldn't.
You feed
I
off
felt
them.
that
It's
way.
fucking crazy.
To watch the usher in of, like, it was nice and good. Then it was good. Then the darkness hit and the light shined and it was people way back there. And I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was so dope.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
loved it.
Dope.
I felt like I was a bitch after that. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, you killed it.
I was like, I'm that bitch.
Well, we really quick.
I felt that way.
You should.
Since we're in Vegas talking about it, and we had just talked about Raiders, I'd love to go to Raiders because what in the fuck? Like,
because she's the biggest Raider fan.
That's what I'm saying, right? But casually, it's like we're just talking about things, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the Raiders. Oh, by the way, J-Lo. Oh, by the way, it's like what?
So
it's crazy for me too.
Let me tell you a story. I
love it.
I was watching Angie stream. I'm always I have a hard time watching like TV.
Me
So
too.
like I love like Twitch. Like till this day, if you go to the crib, I'm watching someone.
Okay.
Even if I'm not chatting. I think one time I popped into your shit late. You're like, you're here. I was like, I've been here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I remember watching one and Angie kept saying like, yeah, I'm not gonna be here for a while. Like if I don't stream, I apologize. I can't say what I got going on. And I'm literally thinking like, damn, she's about to get a TV show. Like what's going on?
Everyone thought it was a TV show.
Everyone thought it was a TV show.
Yeah.
You remember this stream?
Yeah.
And
Because it was Sundays. I couldn't do Sundays football.
And then when she announced the rate, it made so because she's a fucking
diehard.
You might have a Raider sticker on your windshield.
Diehard. Diehard. I had a Raiders 22nd birthday party theme.
Wow.
My kid like this. My starter jacket from 6th grade that the school made me not wear.
So when they left LA, were you still a Raider fan?
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a fuck.
Damn.
I was sad, but
okay. So I remember you DJ'd for Lil Jon.
Yep.
Is that how it started?
That's how it started. So I'm in Bahamas. I think it's New Year's. I'm in Bahamas, and Sujit texts me and he says, "Hey, I have something to tell you. Do you think I can top the Bahamas for New Year's?" I'm a beach girl. I don't require a lot. I'll play Aura. I don't care. Like Bahamas for New Year's, put me in a beautiful beach, start the new year. Great. I try to do that anyways. I said, probably not. Like, this is pretty dope. I don't think you can. And he goes, well, so I didn't tell you, but basically Little John booked halftime for the Raiders. And then they wanted to do an opener in the beginning of the game. And they went through the roster and you're the first name because of A. And they said, okay, here's some names. Maybe Angie.
Your initial A.
A, Angie.
No shit.
So they went. They wanted
God
to do
did.
it. Yes, God did. Exactly. I'm telling you guys,
God
the
named you
Lord
Angie.
is real.
Yeah, that's God. God named you Angie.
That's like the old school, like the Yellow Book when people would name their company like Acme Plumbing.
Is that why there's a lot of
that's
Acme's?
why,
That makes so. I never
yeah.
realized that.
Damn.
Yeah, because
I never thought that.
Because you would go through the Yellow Book and you'd pick whatever came
Well,
out
it works.
first, you know?
They basically, he said that they said that we want to do opening. We've picked a list of DJs and you tell us what you think. And they said my name first. And Sujit's story is that he goes, wait, don't say another name. There's nobody on my roster that gives a fuck about the Raiders. This girl is a die-hard Raider fan. She's die-hard. They said, great, we'll take her. Still doesn't tell me. John Madden dies. John Madden dies at the same time.
Yeah.
They pull the opening DJ. I don't know this is even happening. They pull the opening DJ and we don't need her anymore because now we're doing a tribute to John Madden.
Yeah.
It's our first playoff game.
Oh, we were at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys went, okay.
Yeah, I got video of you.
Okay, duh.
Because, you know, he played shots.
Wow.
Yeah, we did. You're right. Right.
Yeah, so I got video of that.
So naturally, they were like, Dlux should be the DJ. I remember this came up in conversation because Shots is your song
Damn,
with John.
I was in the E, though.
They're like, Dlux should be the DJ. I swear to God, Sujit told
Exactly.
me, Dlux should be, Dlux should be the DJ, right? Because he plays Shot. Like, that's his song
John
with John.
don't give a fuck about me and shots. Let's just say that on the record right now.
This did come up. And so basically he was,
I don't know who brought
Raiders
that
came
up.
back and said, we can't have her for that, but we really like that she's an actual Raider fan. So do you think that John would be okay if she DJ'd for John? So it was really the Raiders' call to bring me. And I still have no idea any of this is happening. Sujit doesn't tell me any of this until it's finalized. So it's finally finalized. He calls me and says, you're doing halftime with Little John. Book a flight now. You need to be in Vegas in 2 days. I'm like, Like my life is made. I'm done.
That's
I'm
when you
good.
called me.
Golden. I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done.
Like I'm
good.
driving right now.
I'm good. I'm in the Bahamas.
She was in the Bahamas.
Oh, that's right.
I'm good. I'm done. I don't need to do anything else. My whole life. There's no organization that I
Well, you still gotta
love.
get to know J Lo, but
I do still.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
She's
it's
gonna
gonna
love
happen.
me.
It's
I'm gonna
gonna
make you
happen.
love me, bitch. So yeah. So I go out there and I start posting that I'm gonna be there because now I can tell people the day before. I couldn't tell anybody until the day before.
Right.
Tell people. So I, by nature, because I'm Latina, because I'm from where I'm from, have a very big Raider fan base.
For sure.
Naturally. So they show up while I'm
wow.
DJing, and there's this whole chant that's like Angie Vee.
Wow.
The Raiders are like, what
No
the?
way.
Yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
I didn't even
Holy
know
shit.
that.
the Raider people are like, what is happening? Like they're going hard for me. They're so happy for me.
That's
They're just
dope.
like, your dream is our dream. Like it's just
Yeah.
all this great feedback.
Now
and-
imagine,
Amazing.
all right, imagine this. Imagine you are scared of social media because of how many people will see it or like it, and you
Or don't like it.
Hold on, this is a good point. Imagine you're afraid of social media, and you're like, it's not my personality, which is a lot of us, maybe, you know. And you don't do that, and then you do the show just on some like, oh, this is a gig, and you don't have that crowd. Would the turnout be the same? Meaning, like the result.
I don't think
No,
so. I
that's
just would have been a DJ in the dark in the back and
Yeah.
just doing. I don't think so. Yeah, I think the people really helped me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was
That's-
just because
that's
even for
amazing.
me, it was like, holy fuck.
Well, I
Like,
saw your
that's
repost
crazy.
that day. That shit was nuts.
I remember
man.
we were-
and they as an
Ryan
and I were
organization,
there. We're
they
at the
titled
win,
me.
yeah.
They gave me a jacket like I was. They treated me like I was a performer on the same level as
No,
John.
we were
They titled everything.
We were there, and we were watching, and I was watching the screen, and seeing you and it saying DJ Angie
Yeah.
Vee on the screen like made me so happy.
that was dope.
Knowing
I did not
what
expect
that
that.
meant to you.
Yes.
That's dope.
I know you didn't.
I was just so happy to fucking be in the building. I didn't care about my. I didn't even think I was gonna make the screen. So when
I might have photos of
they
that
were,
shit.
it was for me. It was just like holy. And here's the thing about me: I will ride for you if you ride for me.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't really fuck with me, it's a bad quality about myself. But if you don't really fuck with me, I don't need to. You already made your decision about me. I'm not going the extra step to change your mind.
Yeah.
Cool. You don't fuck
For
with
sure.
me.
That's fair.
But if you, that's
Yeah.
just me, and
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
a great thing because.
Yeah.
But to
Look,
me,
what
it's
did
me.
I say? I have a photo of that. What is this? I ain't lying.
Yeah. There it is. Ugh.
DJ Angie Vee, bro.
My name.
Oh, that's
But they
dope.
fucked with me. So
That's
because they did,
crazy.
I just wanted to like.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
like a
watching
Letterman
in
jacket.
I'm watching in
That's fire.
rehearsals the girls'
The
routine.
Raider jacket.
So now as a DJ, I've already learned the girls' routine. So I'm now DJing and I'm doing the
Oh,
fucking girls' routine.
the girls on the
Yes.
ground. Wow.
So they're, I know this is this, and I'm doing it with them, and it's
So again,
just the whole
coming
show.
back to dancing,
Yup.
right? Yeah, I love
That's
it.
awesome.
dope.
Where we start is always going to be a part of where we
Bro,
go if we just
100%,
continue. Yeah.
100%.
So that's the
I
Raiders.
agree.
And then they asked me to DJ last season, and I did it. We
Yeah.
sucked, so I didn't complete the full season because we sucked. And I don't know if I'll be back, but I'm happy. I just was a part of the
It's
organization,
fine.
and my
You
dream
don't-
was fulfilled.
You don't need to be back.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, you don't depend on.
No.
You-
Your days are valuable.
I'm
keep
there
it
because I
moving.
want to be there as a fan, not
Yeah.
because I need it as a livelihood. I love it. I would love to be back because my heart would be happy, but I did it.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you a business question.
Okay.
You're a DJ,
Yeah.
full-time DJ.
Yeah.
You have your own party,
Yep.
and then you have tacos.
I do. That's real chill though.
No, but it's still a business.
Hold
Okay.
on, though. We haven't even talked about that.
I know that's what I'm getting to. What? Explain to me how that happened and why? Because
You
you're
guys
no
are
chef.
how that happened. You guys are how that happened.
I know how that happened.
I went to Scam and Sujit, who had just started Scam. Hold on one sec. Les,
What up, Leslie?
What up, Leslie?
we're
up,
still
Les?
here. Are you there? Where
Pull
are
up.
you at?
Pull up.
Do you want? You can come here if you want to come here. I don't know, but we're still in the podcast. I'm literally talking to you in the middle of the podcast.
So come have some wine, dog.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Oh, they
Well, if you
leaving
want to come
happy
here, you
hour?
can come here. They left the happy hour.
They're leaving at happy hour.
We're at Headliner. Call us if you come here. Goodbye. So basically, oh yeah, I'm getting blown up. So yeah, what tacos? Suji
started
calls
at
me.
Scam
He
Barbecue.
says, "Hey, come to Scam. we do barbecue.
I remember you were making the
those
tacos
days.
for
With
us.
the pineapple.
No, the first time I ever went,
With the pineapple?
he tells me to come that you guys do this all the time. I
Yeah.
get there and it's just meat and a fucking tortilla.
Yeah.
And I think
That's
this
it.
is
That's how we
awful.
roll.
That's horrible.
Sometimes we'll have cheese too.
I think you had some like random hot sauce too that I used to bring out.
Horrible.
Yeah. It's paste.
Yeah, paste. Yeah.
And that's Suja's favorite.
That's what it
bro.
felt. It was
Yeah.
paste.
That's
I know.
Suja's favorite
Yeah.
salsa.
Not even
I like paste too.
tapatio.
I like paste too.
So I'm
Wow.
like, this is not
New
York
I can't
City.
do- you guys, we can't do this. New York
wow.
City, yeah, no.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
yeah.
I say, Suj, let me cook next week. Let's do it again next week because it's pandemic and we're still kind of coming out of it. So I come, I make it. Everyone's like, this is great. And then I just continually make it just for fun, just because I love cooking and it's a great thing. Suji goes to the first year not down. He's like, yo, the tacos here that the venue we're doing is shit. They are horrible. Why the fuck are you not why are you not doing a taco company and
Wow. So
branding?
Suja.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It really was. He's like, why the fuck your tacos are way better than this? Why don't you have a taco company why don't you take it over? And I thought, yeah.
We'll edit this out so he doesn't get a percentage.
I thought, yeah, he's right.
I'm just kidding.
So I did it. So that's kind of how it started, was cooking for you guys.
Wow.
And then
So then
creating
it
that.
became just at your party, and then do you get like rented out?
I
too?
was for a while, but because
lot of
it's
work.
a lot of
Yeah.
it's so much work. So right now where we're at is we pulled back the end of the half year. We're focusing on You're Not Down, building a team that come September, we're going to launch private parties, separate sector, and then festivals and whatnot. But we're taking this time to really like now my head's on my shoulder a little better. I'm not like, this life is becoming normal. It wasn't normal to me for a year and a half. Now it's a little normal. I'm able to manage and move and maneuver. So we'll launch come September, full blown. My goal, we're going to have, I don't want to have brick and mortar. I want to have, the containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to have container You're Not Down stands
Stop.
at beaches, at whatever. Like that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
awesome.
hot.
And for
yeah.
it to be a chain.
Yeah.
Franchise.
If a franchise, whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You're the Denny Trejo of.
Yep.
Because he got them shits everywhere.
Are Trejo tacos everywhere?
Everywhere.
Dude, there's
Really?
trails right here.
And his donuts.
yeah,
So good.
donuts, coffee.
No, there was
Yeah.
somewhere random, and I was like,
You gotta do
oh,
birria
shit,
too,
that's
though.
a
You gotta add
Trejo.
birria.
So we want to do birria, but You're Not Down is so slammed now.
Oh,
That
well, not there.
we did
but-
add two more things. We add an esquite cup,
Nice, yeah. Uh-huh.
and then we added, which was a hit, and I was shocked. It was more like, let's just try it. A cup of noodles, like juiced up.
Wow. What do
So
you mean?
cilantro, onion,
Oh,
lime. We throw
yeah.
the chicken in there. We fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the
Hit.
ramen birria.
It's like a ramen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a fucking ramen,
Chicken,
fucking
piña
pozole.
chicken ramen. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It worked. It did good.
That's
That
nice.
sounds pretty fire.
Yeah.
Low-key.
Cool.
So we're trying to
Easy too, right? Like I mean.
So
I was at
easy.
Smart and Final
Add water.
shopping for the day of You're Not. I shop You're Not Down tacos. I
Nice.
set up for You're Not Down party. Like I'm up
Yeah.
at 7 a.m. no matter what city I'm in.
Really?
I'm 7 a.m.
You're a 7 a.m.er.
Love it.
No, not normally. You're Not Down Sunday.
Oh, got it. Oh,
I'm a
even
9
harder
a.m.
on
I'm a 9
Sunday.
a.m.er. I'm a 9 a.m.er by nature.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 a.m.'s fine.
But I'm
so
doing
what's
it.
next? What's the new? What's some goals? Some anything? That
Shout out to
you're like,
LA. We got the police driving
yeah,
by.
yeah, Hollywood.
The hood. We in the
Welcome
hood.
to Hollywood, dog.
Yeah.
The goal is, I have learned that I am blessed with a influence, maybe. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the right word is, but I'm blessed with having a crowd of people that depend on a good time. And I take that very serious. This new era of You're Not Down has changed my whole life and way of thinking and seeing of what can be accomplished. The first You're Not Down, I thought I was going to have a heart attack 3 times. There was a moment where I thought, Angie, like I'm fainting, like falling asleep. No, I need to get this done. I need to get this done. I at one point was like, this is the one time you're going to fail. There's not enough time for you to finish what you want to do. You're going to fail and you have to be okay with that. And I didn't fail. Like I rose. That fucked me up because now it made me realize, bitch, you don't really need sleep. Like you could
need
do
sleep,
it.
but
I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
I do, but it fucked me
No,
up
I
in
hear
a
you.
sense of like, you can go through
Don't
those.
give up.
Don't give up. Because that end of that day and seeing what that became was like, holy fuck. So I think now my next goal is,
I think hard work is just always gonna pay off, regardless.
God honors your work.
It doesn't matter what you do. Like I was talking to these guys. I had like I got to try studios, do like
Yeah.
merch and shit. I'm pressing shirts.
and you're inspiring me on that
and I'm
level.
like, it's working. I'm working harder, not smarter, and I know it. But I know I'm building something. But like I've had moments where like we talk about like God, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big believer in like the universe. Like just throwing it back to you. So like I remember just making these shorts actually. And I was making shorts and it was like I was having a hard time with it. Like some of the shit wasn't sticking. I was like, fuck. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking release them and probably sell 2 of them. I think I sold 6, so I beat that.
Hey, you beat the goal.
I made my goal.
Exceeded expectations.
That's all that matters.
You gotta set your expectations low.
But mind you, it was a while before I dropped. So I was making these shorts because they just came in. I was pressing them, and I was in the studio in downtown by myself. Like Pauline wasn't there, none of my friends were there, so I was just like doing this shit. I was like, man, what's wrong with me? And I think 5's that supreme, living life, fucking God knows what.
First of all, you cannot judge any life on 5s because the guy has the best life.
I know. But anyway, for some
5,
reason,
you're my goal of like, when I think I'm going too hard, I'm like, but look at 5.
Yeah. So is it Fun Guy 5 or Best Life 5?
Best Life 5.
Best Life 5.
Best life.
Sujit will tell me every day, there's 2 people on Scam that live their best life. I thought it was you, but it's not. It's 5.
Nice.
We know how to enjoy life.
You two.
Yeah, he says it's me and him.
Yeah,
we take
100%.
vacation. I'm better now because now I have this new thing that I feel like a whole new person with this responsibility.
Yeah.
I didn't have it before.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. My goal is not to wake up and go surfing, and it's how can I create something better.
Yeah, no, I
Wait,
like
you
that.
surf too?
I-
What?
No, I
Yeah,
suck.
right.
Doesn't she do?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I suck. I can't. I'm shit.
Surfing's
but
hard.
I paddle
It's
out,
hard.
and I love
Yeah,
going
it's
into the
tough.
ocean. I love being out there. It's the one thing that nothing else matters. I can't be on my phone. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Instagram.
You're
Nothing
disconnected,
matters
yeah.
than a shark eating me and a fucking wave taking me out. So you're so in present.
Yeah.
I love it.
I tried it for a summer and it ain't for me though.
Did it for like 3
I
years.
tried snowboarding once and never again. That was 20 years ago.
No, I love the ocean. I feel like happy.
Yeah.
I need to get back into that actually.
Before you guys rudely interrupted me.
Sorry, I'm back.
Anyway,
Back. It was me. It was me. It
No,
was me.
listen, I was like, I've been fine. Emo up and down, but I was very good. But for some reason, I was down that day, and I was fucking making these shorts, and I was like, man, whatever. And I haven't had like an order in a while, whatever. And I kid you not, I'm pressing these shorts and shit, and then I get one order, and it was for like 6 things, and I'm like, this is a sign of the universe. Like, I don't want to sound on some cheesy shit.
It's not
I was like,
cheesy.
this is
Honoring what
literally
honors
the
you is not
universe
cheesy.
saying like,
Yeah.
don't give up, keep going. Your hard work is not being ignored, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like such a eye-opening thing where I was just like, all right, cool. And I think anyone listening to this can take away from that little story and everything you just said, everything 5.
You got to
and
be
Izzo.
willing to not sleep. You have to be willing to not go. Here's the deal, Sujit.
This is
God,
the-
man,
this is
the
the
guy
thing.
drives me nuts.
This is
But
the thing.
I've never learned what real, true hard work was, or how to take it to the next level. What is expected of you? And I am. Since I've been signed to Scamming with Sujit, he is so hard on me. But I'm thankful because no one's ever been hard on me. I've been the leader of my family, the leader of everybody. No one's ever put, bitch, you're good, but you could be better. And but that came with hard fucking work. I have nights I don't sleep. I have nights I'm catching a flight. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm not posting always that. People don't see that. No one wants to do that though. And I give it to Kim Kardashian when she gave the whole no one wants to fucking work and she got backlash. The bitch was right.
No, she's
No
right.
one wants to work.
It's true.
No
No,
one-
it's fucking
I don't
true.
want to work a 40-hour job. I want to work 3 days a week. Great.
No
Then
one
you
even
will
wants
reap
to
that.
fucking leave their house anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, work remote.
They can make
only.
money on TikTok or whatever the fuck they want
But
to do.
for how long?
No, it's
mob
not
is
sustainable.
fickle.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
it is? Too many people became very rich,
Too fast.
very fast for doing stupid shit.
Agreed.
TikTok, fucking celebrities, YouTube.
Logan,
I just
Paul,
fucking
whatever.
prank people and I
Bitcoin.
make $10
Yeah,
million a
Bitcoin.
year.
Crypto.
I freaking still need to go to my Robin
yes,
Hood.
But that sure crypto, but more like
Yeah,
that
it's-
social media like fame like
Yeah.
that to me, man.
But
kinda
the more you
fucked up
want
a
it, the
lot
more
of
you don't
things.
get it. I don't want it. Like it's nice. It's cool. It feels nice that people know who I am and I get special privileges. But if that goes away, I'm okay.
Yeah,
like
you'll
I
be
don't
fine.
want it. I don't need it. I like it. It's nice on occasion. But the more you want something and it controls you, the more Like, you just got to authentically be yourself, and what's for you is for you. And, bitch, maybe being a quiet life is for you. Mm-hmm. You know?
The one thing I want to say is that people don't want to do is a lot of work. Like, I know you said, like, you know, people want to sleep and, like, don't sleep type shit. But to me, is like more putting in a lot of work that it doesn't have big payout at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, people want to be paid for their time right away.
100%.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh shit. I remember, like, I don't even know who it was, but years ago, it was like someone wanted to open for me somewhere, and I kind of, like, I think I was close to making it happen. And he was like, how much are they going to pay me?
Bro,
and I was like, bro, the
this
fact that
happened to
you
me
want to
before.
get paid already turned everyone off.
Exactly.
Not that, like, bro, first this is an opportunity. Go. It's like a tryout. You think people are the biggest celebrities in the world, obviously not all of them, but, like, they still audition.
Right.
You audition. You think you get paid for an audition? No, but if you get the part, there's a payout.
Agreed.
Right?
I had a guy one time, a DJ, that it was a birthday of mine at You're Not Down, and they were like, I need to be on this lineup. My lineup was stacked.
What's the budget?
They didn't even say that. No, they were like, can you please add me? Like, I'm down, please. Like, I just really want to be on it. Slam. I was like, all right, I'll, if you want to open, I'll give you a 30-minute. Gave it to them. They came back. When am I getting paid?
Whoa.
And I was like,
see?
Wow.
And I was like, and
It's
it
called
sucks
never.
because I like this person. I was like, okay, cool. That's what you're expecting. I'm going to pay you. But I'm never going to hire you.
There you go.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So take
That's
this
it.
$150
that's
And
fucking whack.
enjoy it.
and enjoy it. But if you hadn't, I didn't
Imagine.
ask you to work for
Yeah,
me.
you're asking for- yeah, you're
you
begging
asked
for a
me to
gig
get on
and you asked
because,
him to
you
get
were like, I
paid?
just want to be on the flyer. Like, it's Vice. It's so and so.
You should be paying. He should have been paying you to get on the fucking
And this
lineup.
was before
100%,
You're Not Down.
yeah.
It still was popping. It was the best event in the Inland. Like,
No.
my
This
birthday
is,
was the best
What
event.
was the other one?
It's still You're Not Down.
Oh, okay.
But before
But
the
you
hype.
said, what was the other one? The slow? No, the
sushi one or which one?
no. You had another party.
Toro Sushi, Feel Good Sundays.
Villegas Sundays.
Villegas Sundays.
Yeah.
But I will never forget that. And I'm having still to this day a very hard time.
Yeah.
I like that person as a person, but to me,
I think
Who
that's
is-
it. No, that's a good lesson for anyone even listening
Yeah.
now that even
100%,
made it this
yeah.
far in the podcast. It's like, dude, if there's an opportunity that you want,
opportunity
do it
is
for
not always
free.
about
Yeah.
money.
but that they want. If you want to open or do anything,
Pay your
like,
dues.
Pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
Like,
100%.
Pay
Yeah.
your fucking dues.
Man, I didn't get paid.
Pay your dues.
In Vegas for a long time. I didn't get paid on Power for a long time. I didn't get paid on all. Some of the best things that's ever even happened to me were things I
Non-paying
did for
gigs.
free, like and
Yeah.
for fun.
I think Miley
Shots.
Cyrus's gig I
you think
paid got
I didn't
nothing.
know that was going to become
I
a
didn't
song.
care. I went to
Right.
Nashville
Yeah.
with Miley Cyrus but people don't get that. They think, or they see like, oh, this person's making this much money. They don't know the overhead. They don't know.
Yeah.
You're not
That's-
down for me to put that production on. It is an amazing production because I am blessed outside of You're Not Down. So I have a great career separate from You're Not Down. It
For
really
sure.
is my baby, separate. Because I have a great outlet outside of You're Not Down, I'm able to financially support You're Not Down
100%.
to go to where we can. I mean, my payout's like $20K probably a month. That's a lot of money that some people can't front up front.
Right.
I'm blessed that I can, but people see, oh my God, this girl's rich. This girl's making.
Right.
I'm nice. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm paying my bills, but it doesn't work that way. People don't
You're
understand.
investing in yourself.
It's an investment.
It's
yes.
an investment. It takes money to make money.
Yep.
And
That's it. It takes money to make money.
100%.
yeah, there's
But
a
people
lot of
don't wanna
people
hear
that are
that.
afraid
No,
to
they don't.
like and if they make some money, they're afraid to like reinvest it into something else because it's just like, oh, I could be buying this. But it's like, dude, if you're gonna put that money towards something that could potentially make you more,
Yeah.
you have to. It's not even. It's no
Abs-
brainer.
No
This
question.
club did not have bottle service.
And
I
it's not gonna
paid to
make you money
build
right
bottle
away.
service.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it. Yeah. They had nothing. It was they didn't know bottle service. They didn't know any of that. This is how the idea of the backyard for the You're Not Down came. I was like, okay, this open space, what can I do? To rent cubicles at the clubs is like $400. So I was like, wait a minute. I remember the gypsies. I don't know if the gypsies came and they sell wood furniture that's made of like the wood planks, and and I bought it for my old house for $150 to set up. So I was like, wait, if I can make little backyards and brand it and then create a background with a picket fence and our logo and make each bottle service station with an ice chest, a backyard. I can buy all of the bottle service tables for what it would cost me to rent 1 month of it.
Yeah.
So I spent $3,000 and I paid for all wood furniture.
Fraction of the cost.
Fraction of the cost. We built the backdrop. I designed a picket fence. Then we like got ice chests with our logos on it. So the idea of You're Not Down is to feel like you're in a backyard.
Right.
That has game changed that party
Now
visually.
but now it feels like I'm at Coachella. So
but visually.
And this is at the new spot.
The new spot.
This is at the new spot. Okay. Dope.
But if you're not like on that tip of like learning to how to, I had to spend three. Now I'm up because I keep adding probably like $5,000 to make it. We make that table. We make that. I'm so lucky the venue lets me store that shit there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you put?
Hope they're not
So
listening.
they have an empty container that, thank God,
Oh,
well, they
wow.
obviously
That's
know
dope.
that it's beneficial for them as well. So I store it
for
there.
sure.
But we built it. It wasn't there. We made it. But
see, I
people
think-
don't have that.
It's what she's talking about right now is crazy because people see like HMC success, Five success, even though we're making fun of it right now and saying Fun Guy 5 and Eric Dlux's success and Angie's, but people don't want to put in that work. They don't want to take the risk on themselves and say, all right, if I sacrifice,
makes me tired.
bro, yeah,
Five's like
I
me.
love it.
We don't turn down work. We like to work.
Well,
I like
right.
to work. Do you like to work?
Few places I turn down.
But do you like to work?
I love it
You love to work.
because it's a different, coming off of shutdown. Like,
Yeah.
this is like a whole new life.
Bro, it could be worse.
A whole new lease on life.
Yeah.
It's fun again.
yeah,
It is fun again.
And I'm like, dude, I was in like 3 different countries like the past 2 weeks.
insane.
I love it.
Insane. Insane.
But everyone's different. And I think we're also
Yeah, we're all-
growing
we're all
in age,
different though, yeah.
and we're changing.
yeah,
We're changing. I am changing. You're changing.
we're not
We're-
changing.
dude,
We're
we're changing.
growing.
We're growing.
growing.
We're growing.
Still growing.
We're
Like,
growing
we've been growing.
for the
I'm going to
better.
be different
We're
in 5
grown.
years.
Exactly.
And that's
exactly.
okay.
And what
the
you're
people
doing
that
is
are
amazing.
stuck- Thank you.
No, it really is.
No, I appreciate it. Honestly, like I'm.
And you're happy.
Sometimes. So but that's it too. I love being honest.
Yeah.
Like fucking happiness isn't
Money.
happiness is not a permanent thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Ups and downs of
hard
life.
work every day.
Yeah.
You can wake up and what I mean by that is like I could wake up in a great mood, have my coffee. I have like 7 cups a day. We out here.
Okay, do you guys? I feel
like
guilty
4.
at 2. So,
Pretty
okay.
good.
So
I
good.
cut out if I want.
So listen, I have, you could have your coffee,
drink
but
dragon
there's
fruit.
always you're dealing with a lot of people every day. So like, I don't know, I could get a call, my mom or someone that, and this could be not a good phone call
Yeah.
I like
where
that.
like just, damn, I'm happy, but my mom's not. So like that just changed
Yeah.
my mood a little,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's just life, So like, I feel like it's also on it. It's important to be genuine and yourself, and I appreciate because Angie's like that. You can see everything on her story. She
When I'm
is
sad,
herself.
I'm not the girl that's like,
No, you don't make people feel sorry for
well,
you.
like I don't want to cry, like that's a cringe. But there are moments where I do cry out of
Right.
gratitude. But
For
I'm not
sure.
crying on like. But I am honest.
Yeah,
Today
no,
fucking
I know
sucks.
you are.
Like I don't want to talk today. This sucks.
Um,
I look like shit today.
but yeah, no. That so, my new journey into design is like it's I love it. It's a passion, But it is ups and downs. There's some times where it's just like fuck.
Well,
And then, like you said earlier
killing it.
with your art stuff, it's like when it became a job.
When
like,
it's on
damn.
demand, it's hard.
When I did stuff for a couple people, it's like, man, every edit, it's like, God damn, like I deleted that version. Like you got to recreate it, but it always pays off at the end. So
I feel like on these podcasts, you guys are like the hosts, so you always ask the guest questions. But sometimes I feel like people want to know, you guys, what's the next step for you?
So I told you
5 year next, think about it.
Yeah. So when I told you that I pre-pandemic, I felt I was burnt and I felt like I hated DJing. Started DJing during the pandemic, playing. I was playing fucking Morrissey sets.
Yeah,
and-
everybody knows
and
you.
R&B,
And you
playing Brandy.
created a group of people that genuinely
Yeah.
love what the fuck you're doing.
You build a community, and it's just like I remember. I was streaming one day, and I was like, "Damn, I don't know." I was like, you get awkward. I was like, "I don't know what
Yeah.
to play," and someone was like, "Whatever you want, we're here."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, this is fucking amazing." Anyway, and then things opened up and started doing gigs, and it was fun again. Then it just quickly was like, "Damn,
It's work again.
this is tough, you know, like just.
Well, and the world has
each
changed.
flight, the world, it's just not, it's not what it used to be. And each gig just gets harder and harder. And like every day I'm in downtown.
Stop it, hear you say this.
Every gig, like I get anxiety and I'm like, man, like I'm not looking forward to this. Like, it's just like, it could be anything. You know how it is, man. You're in the club and like there's the one person that
staring at you
is
with the
flipping you.
Bad Money.
Yeah, flipping you off during the house set. Then you go into the hip hop set. Then the house people are flipping you off, and it's just like it's constant battles.
Yeah.
So when I'm not doing that, I'm in downtown or here, and I'm just working on designs, working on merch for myself or for other people's, and it's the biggest payback for me is, or not payback. I'll say feel like a fulfillment. Is like seeing people wearing it. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like, you know, you do a gig, cool. It's a good payday. But now what?
You don't have to, you don't see
I gotta
it back.
fly back. My flight's delayed. Shout out to Southwest. I'm fucking this.
I love Southwest.
So it's just, you love Southwest?
I do love Southwest.
It's like Sujet.
Out of Ontario, I love it.
Sujet West. Anyway, I love Southwest. Just, you know, seeing product that I had a vision of and designed it and put it on a shirt or a hat or whatever it is, and then you see people wearing it, like that's a different feeling.
Agreed.
It's a different feeling.
Even with our merch, like when I see like Angie Vee is my homegirl on, like, it's so dope. Even creating it, I love making this shit.
Sure.
Like all of my merch, I have been hands on. Like I create everything that comes out because I love doing it. Mm-hmm. 5, what about you? Where you at next? What's up? What's happening? What's the next level for 5? You know,
keep this company going, keep DJing, rot out some randoms. Get fucked up.
That's okay. It's a great, but you're successful at what you do, and if that's your lifestyle,
like
that's
I
great.
Said before, like I love DJing more than ever. Yeah, there'll be gigs where like we're doing like our regular clubs, play for the masses, whatever. But there'll be gigs where like I'm in Japan, Singapore, whatever. Honestly, like the least expected was like I was in K-Town. I didn't want to come back from Hawaii to do this gig. I almost missed this flight on purpose, but then I came back and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the funnest gig."
That looks like a fun party, low-key.
I played
Terracotta.
Yeah,
it looks
motherfucker. I played One Direction. Wow. Gene Hove was behind me. He was like freaking out. I was like, "I can't believe you're playing this," and the whole place went nuts. But anyways, aside from DJing, I have a lot of investments. I don't know, man. I want to start a fitness brand. Hopefully, Eric will help me with it.
I think this is what I see 5.
You can only sell who you are. I know you have changed your whole fitness.
I know he's an investor in coffee, but like, I would have had a coffee shop if I were 5. I would have had a burger shack.
The first thing I said about your stream was you were making coffee.
I know he's busy and he doesn't really like have time to like focus on shit, but
you also have the connections.
There's a lot of things that are on brand with him that he should have had already. Yeah. Period.
He'll get there.
Yeah, Izzo. That's what Izzo's here for.
We got
Izzo here. That's why he's on the pod.
We gotta turn him. But yeah, no, just into business guy 5.
Just let him keep having fun.
But he can be fun guy 5 and business guy 5.
We'll just have fun, build this brand because, like, honestly, like, you know, I'm still gaining a following from like whatever I'm doing. People love the fucking fun guy. But also, I need like, you know, the homies, the back end, the business end.
It's a teamwork thing. I would not be anything that I am without my team.
Everything.
People that believe in you and love you and just tell you that you can do these things.
Now, what we gotta ask you, what's next for Angie? Where are you going?
I don't know. It sucks that I don't know, but I know that I've genuinely felt probably in the last. I lived in the hood in Pomona and I loved it for a long time. And now I live in the bougie land of Upland, California.
Oh, shit.
I'm in Upland.
I thought you were still in Pomona.
No, I moved to Upland.
Oh, shit.
I moved to Upland. I didn't choose. It just was the right space
for
me.
Did you buy a house?
No, I didn't. I wanted to buy a house. So I wanted to buy a house. I put in a few offers. I thought in my head, I want a vintage Craftsman that I'm going to gut. And like, that's my dream. Right. I found one that was already gutted and beautiful, put the offer in, like it was between me and a family. I mean, I have the mayor writing letters. Like I'm in it. I want this house.
No way.
Yeah. The city wrote, we want her to be a part of our community still. She's a great asset to Pomona. We want to keep her in Pomona. Like I had on lock.
That's dope.
So it was between me and a family. By nature, they went with a family because they're a family and I'm not, and it's okay. So I was at the buzzer of having to be out of my place, and this one spot had been available as a 3-story townhome. I shared a wall, which I thought, I cannot share walls. I have dogs. I stream. I move into it. It's a brand new thing. It's fucking fire. It's great. No way. I love it.
Congrats.
I don't want a craftsman anymore.
I mean, I don't want to sound.
So God really I had to not get what I thought I wanted to see moving forward. I can live in something like this, and I want to live in something like this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where's Upland?
Upland's Rancho Cucamonga. So
shit!
I only live
like 20 minutes away.
Not even from my Pomona. It takes me 7 minutes from where I live. I'm literally 3 exits.
The 10
east.
freeway. Or
I'm on the 10.
Nice.
Okay. Montclair Plaza. I'm right there.
I don't exactly.
Yeah. I'm 3 exits from where I was. I'm not far. I'm still in my same hood, but it feels different because the demographic is different.
You live by Day.
I grew up by Day.
Rancho
So yeah, I basically feel like I'm back at home.
Rancho Chickamungus?
But in being in this new space, it has ignited a new me. I see things different. You're Not Down started with me in this space. It's bigger, it's better, and I feel like like a fish. We're so comfortable. You take this fish out of this bowl and you put this fish in this bowl.
Yeah.
You're Not Down is at a whole nother level. I feel at a whole nother level.
Will you travel with You're Not Down?
I don't know. I want to, but I also don't want to be just that DJ at You're Not Down. If that makes sense. I don't know where I'm at there yet. But I know that I'm more business minded.
Do you have people like asking, like demand? What
bring
cities?
it here, bring it there. A lot of like Arizona, San Diego, like very West Coast cities.
Well, you said that sometimes there's people there that are like, oh, I drove from X and X
they
to
come.
get here.
I had a group from Chicago.
Oh wow.
10 people.
No way.
10
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a big Mexican community in Chicago.
Yo,
I didn't realize that.
I know one place
Chicago.
though, goals, like
Chicago.
it should be like, I know for a fact that will crush it out there.
Tell me.
And there's a big Cholo Loretta
Japan.
community. Where?
Japan.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Japan.
sure.
I
That
feel
would
like
be fun. That would be
I
think
feel
so
like we
too.
can make it happen.
Oh.
I think so.
We're
can make
pretty
it
connected
happen.
out there. I
Yeah.
think we can make it
Japan
happen.
is taking
But
over
we have to be on the
Cholo
lineup.
Latino culture. I'm not
No,
going to
no.
say the word
Yeah,
Cholo.
yeah, it's
Latino
crazy.
culture.
I think Fun Guy 5 just found his purpose right now.
Fun Guy
It's,
5.
I
let's
feel
take
You're
it.
Not
like
Down,
this is like my
Japan,
next step,
let's
like
go.
to get.
I've
You're
never
Not
been to
Down
Japan, and I've always wanted to go.
Tokyo.
Never
There
been?
you go.
Never. I
Holy
wanted to go
it's
so
so
bad.
fun. It's the best.
The best
Everyone
place.
says that.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan so bad.
Like they're going. Like I've been twice in like the past 4 months.
I know.
I want to go back with them in July.
When are you going?
July 13th.
Yeah. Oh, me? It's
13th.
How long's that flight?
12 to 19.
12 hours.
12 hours.
There.
Not bad.
10
I've
hours
been
back.
Thailand 22.
No,
So
it's amazing.
Thailand 22.
I'll
Like
be there July
I'll
12th.
go any. Like if I have 6 days off, I will go.
Japan.
Scratchy's coming.
Yeah.
Scratcher. Francis? Not for sale, Francis.
Haha. Well, I think we did it, guys.
Sorry, it was the
No,
longest
man.
podcast
How
you guys
long-
probably ever
Scratchy,
had.
how long has it
Bitch
been?
talks a lot. 5 hours?
Almost 3 hours.
Oh, that's
Great.
great. That's
You
easy.
can cut.
Joe Rogan.
You can
Yeah,
cut.
we're on
240?
The first one back, we're on some Joe Rogan shit, dog.
You can cut.
A couple.
I think podcasts cut
oh,
a
we
lot
let
of
it
shit
run.
out.
Couple traffic jams, and you'll get through this podcast.
Exactly. Selfishly, I love it because I've never gotten to sit down with you and talk to you. So
Thank
this
you.
is
Yeah, no,
great.
for
So
sure.
I
I mean, neither have we.
you
Like
know,
really
so-
talked
Yeah,
like
it's all
this.
party.
You know, we admire you. We see you. We see your hustle. We think it's great. We
You
all go
guys,
back
I
and forth
grew
and like,
up
yo,
like.
You know what's crazy?
Even though we're
Like,
the same age, you guys are like my idols. So to be in a space that you're like, we want to hear, it's just
But it-
fucking nuts.
we still haven't even scratched the surface. Like
yeah,
we went half of the board.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I've
was-
lived a lot of lives. It's kind of wild.
I don't even know what a restaurant like. What's your
Yeah.
favorite
Okay,
city
go.
to eat at?
Favorite city to eat?
There we go.
Yeah, rapid fire question.
There you go.
Rapid fire. Favorite city to eat? Fuck. Hold on.
All right, mine's Tokyo.
Okay, well, I've never been there. My
Mine
favorite
too.
city, honestly, fuck. I have good meals in Chicago. I had a great meal in Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Toronto. I
Chicago-
took you to
yes.
my spot in Toronto.
That spot was fire.
Yeah.
And even there was like this other Greek place I went. So I would
Yeah.
say Chicago, Toronto, but those are very similar cities
yeah.
to me.
No.
To me,
All
they are.
Favorite city to DJ in?
Toronto.
What?
Toronto, wow.
To DJ in?
Rebel nightclub is just
Oh,
insane.
I mean, that's top with me too.
Toronto.
There's a
The
few.
city,
Yeah.
the hotel that I get to stay in there.
Yeah.
When I walk around the streets, everyone is
Yeah, so
Toronto's
you did offer
beautiful.
me a gig there, and I turned it
Oh
down.
my god, it is my favorite club to play. Is
I probably
Rebel.
took that gig actually.
Yeah, it was like a fucking right before. I think it was right before his
Yes.
thing. He was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Toronto? I'm like, when? He goes, the day before the HMC
Oh,
party
no.
at fucking Scam
Summer.
I was
I
like,
remember that.
Oh, no. Mine's in July. Yeah.
no.
It's my favorite. My favorite gig is Rebel Toronto.
Yeah.
My favorite city is Toronto. It's beautiful. The people are beautiful. The food's
All right.
good.
What about the worst city to play at?
Hold on. It's here.
You could be honest.
Hold on. The worst city that I hate playing in.
Damn. There's so many
think-
for me.
yeah.
on there.
Really? Hold on.
How about a worst game?
The worst city to play in is in LA.
Yeah, it's a tough
That's a
one.
truth
Yeah,
without-
no
that's
one
a genuine-
dances. It just
It's not a vibe. People
That's
are
too
not
cool.
there to party.
Yeah.
They're there
that's
to
a
be on the
good one,
phone
yeah.
and who they're gonna see and who they're gonna
Yeah.
And we're all
connect
from
with.
LA too, so we're
Yeah.
not, trying to hate on LA.
LA is the worst city
Let's
that I
back
play in personally. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that was
up.
easy.
Unless it's you're not down.
That's not LA.
Hello.
That's true.
That's
That's,
from-
true.
Wait, what's Pomona's?
Pomona's LA County.
San
like
Bernardino.
No,
No.
Pomona is the last city of LA County.
Oh wow.
So it's still considered LA.
So it's
Okay,
LA.
okay. So it's
LA County.
LA,
Alright.
fool.
What's
Alright,
your
I think
favorite
we're
song
good.
right now? Top of the head.
Or favorite artist.
Favorite
What are you
artist
listening
song.
to
Whatever you
nowadays?
listening to right now.
My favorite artist right now is Brent Faiyaz. I can't get
Ooh.
enough. I'm a sad bitch. I want to be sad. I want to
No
fucking
way.
be devastated. I like sad music.
Nice.
Soaking in misery.
I'm a miserable
Love
bitch.
it. So-
Yeah.
so are we.
Brent Faiyaz is my shit. Give me
Brent's
on.
good.
Like, if you're gonna go on like,
Heartbreak Anniversary. My number one running song.
see, really, that's
For like
not my
2
favorite
years.
song on Give Me On.
How sad are you, bro? Jesus.
No, because it was just
Great. Not my favorite, but great. That
It was-
whole
it was a
album
good
is
one.
great.
What do you
Brent
wa-
Faiyaz is my favorite right
What
now.
are you watching on Netflix?
I watched the Hot Cheeto movie because Latino power. You got to do it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I also, are we doing another one?
We need some
Hell yeah.
Dino.
Okay, well now it's smack time.
Top her up.
We gotta open a new one.
5-hour
You gotta do
podcast.
it?
Let's go, Scratchy. I'm
There
sorry.
you go.
Um,
Open the other bottle. Let's.
Hold on. Oh, Ted Lasso. I refuse to watch the end because I'm devastated.
I haven't
Oh,
watched
I
I still
haven't seen
haven't.
the second
Not on
season.
third season yet.
I'm
third season?
watching
Is that
Yellow Jackets. I still
Okay.
haven't finished that, but Yellow Jackets. I'm a crime
Alright,
bitch.
just get the Beastles.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just
So
go.
yeah, Netflix. Yeah, Brent Faiyaz,
Nice.
Peso Pluma.
Peso
Yeah.
And I don't
Pluma,
even
of
understand
course.
that one
Peso Pluma,
motherfucker word. I don't speak Spanish. So la. I don't care.
Well,
Bea.
Is that a big record for you right now?
Huge. Peso Pluma is
Yeah.
where you would not think it would be. There's a good 10 bitches that are
I have
crying over it.
have a good mix with it, and then Zach made a good edit with it. But yeah, I need the one you have. So are we still
Yeah.
recording? Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I
no,
think
we're
it's-
wrapping up now. But
All right. Yeah, I'll tune.
cheers, guys. This
Cheers,
is one
guys.
last toast.
Thanks, guys, for
Angie
having
V,
me. This is
thank you
crazy.
so much.
We miss happy hour. Sorry,
Yeah,
Susan.
I'm gonna get shit for this.
That's fine. We're working.
Yeah, I tell you, this is my priority,
Working.
though. Definitely gonna get shit for this.
Anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, man.
Shout outs?
I'm thankful
Shout out
that,
to
like,
the You're Not
if you
Down
guys
team.
understood, like, you were calling me to be on your podcast, if you understood what that was for someone like me in the DJ game, it's wild. This is nuts.
Hey, honestly, it's our pleasure, to be honest. I was very inspired just by everything you've done, but specifically,
I'm not gonna lie.
You're
when
Not
you
Down
walked
to
in,
me.
He walked up to me, and your eyes were like,
I was blown away.
I've never seen anybody. You
I
looked at me
texted
like,
Izzo,
oh
and
my
he knows
God.
we only text each other, like obviously all the time, but like
On
send
some
each other
shit.
stuff that we know will motivate each. Like I know he'll be into it, and he'll send me stuff. Like yesterday, he sent me the Pharrell
Louis Vuitton
show,
Oh.
and he was
Kyrie.
like, "Watch this." Got Mo. Mo is what we use for like motivation
Okay,
or
okay.
momentum. Like, I got Mo. You got Mo.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got Mo. I sent him. I was like, man, this is special. So
And we got
I
Mo.
texted these guys, and I was like, all right, let's bring back the pod. It has to be with Angie Vee first.
That's fucking. You guys don't understand. This is insane. Like, I opened for you guys, and you guys were like, the world, like, holy shit, if ever. And you're like, I'm sorry, it's just nuts. Still.
Nah, come on.
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay,
You
keep
think
going.
I'm
No,
capped.
I'm just kidding.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
else?
saying, like,
What else, Angie? No,
What else
I
you
learned
got
so
for us?
much from you guys in the clubs, and like I'm thankful for that. That was my college, and thank you for just help showing me. I could never be confident in a gig if I didn't sit with you and watch you guys play at Tal those nights. U5, freaking Vice.
Vice. Shout out to Vice.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Shout out to Vice.
It was nuts, and you guys were great. Each one of you had your different. Like, this motherfucker didn't care, and that was great. It taught me not to care.
Yeah.
You had your showmanship of like just like you were just on all the time.
It's like the yin and yang, no?
It's like, yeah, I think I had a lot of like that radio, like just turn it on. I could be
But you
drained.
knew it.
And then just the radio, like I think my mic presence was a little stronger early on.
Great.
Than a lot. Like I remember like Omar, going back to Omar, he would just like, damn, you got on the mic. And he didn't know my history.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, well, I leave tomorrow to go back on the like #1 show in LA.
Country.
But he didn't know and didn't care,
Yeah.
which was amazing
Yeah.
too. But that's where like the mic, he was like, you're comfortable on the microphone. I was like, well, I could pretty much do this for a living. But yeah, that was really it. But
Do you see yourself like?
dude, I got a story too.
Go! I want to hear it.
There's
you guys can
also-
edit all this shit
I want to
out.
ask you something.
Nah, we're gonna leave it.
No,
We're
it's
gonna let
fine.
it go. Rogan style.
We're gonna let it rip.
That's it.
We'll be
You
here
know
for
what a
6
podcast
hours,
is?
7 hours.
Let me tell you what a podcast is, and this is
here.
a perfect time to say it because a podcast was how our stream was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be here, you're here.
If you don't,
If you don't, you don't.
Can leave.
And like whoever's still listening, God bless you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. But like
Sup, dog?
that's
Scratchy wants to go home. Poor Scratchy.
Oh shit! It's 9 o'clock.
oh shit. Okay, no, we'll wrap it up.
I don't want to. I'm just kidding.
But I want to ask you this last one because when we're talking about Five performing, doesn't give a fuck, cigarette in his mouth, still killing it with no emotion.
Rockstar.
And then I would have to like try hard to turn it on. Sometimes, as I mentioned with Zach, we're like, bro, you look fucking miserable up there. I was like, well, I pretty much was. Or sometimes, I was actually having fun at that one. But it's a challenge. So how do you, when you're drained and you are off a plane, could be hungover or dealing with some shit, how do you deal with a gig? Do you just turn it on, or have you had gigs where you're like,
I've had
yeah,
gigs where
I
I'm
wasn't,
fucked up.
I was
or
off.
just down energy. I think my birthday last year, I just had felt really weird in a really bad place. I think I played Jewel. I'd never been back since then. They won't have me back. They're like, she's not really for us. But I had been there prior.
Jewel?
But that last one, I knew like my energy was just not good. I felt it. I knew it. I wasn't in a good place mentally. I was probably so drained just from the year. But that's a very rare occasion. There are times I have that, but for the most part, when I'm tired and I'm at my lowest, I remind myself every day that you dreamt of this. You dreamt of this opportunity.
Like
you
you
dreamt
wanted
of
this,
being
yeah.
here. This is your dream. Right now, it's happening. And you can choose to just live in the moment and say, okay, whatever. But this is your dream, bitch. And if you look at yourself 3 years ago, you would have done anything to get here. You would have
That's a good
fucking
way
done.
to-
You're
I guess
living.
I need to start telling myself
Suja
that.
tells you that all the time.
It's really the
He
truth
tells
of
me
how
that?
I feel. And so that helps me.
Suja gave up on me. Not gave
He
up. but,
tells me all the time. Oh,
he
so
just knows.
after you're not down, he goes.
Eric's not doing
He
it.
calls me and he goes, "How'd it go that year you're not down?" I said, "It was good." He's like, "I'm gonna get a call from Dlux. It's gonna go 2 ways. I'm just telling you." How, Suj? He's gonna say, "I'm quitting DJing. I'm retiring forever," or he's
I
gonna say
retired
he had a
DJing
good time.
once a week.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's like, or he's gonna say he had a good time, and I said, "Well, we'll see." In my brain, I'm
This
like,
is the first one?
This is the one you just did this last time.
Okay.
In my brain, I'm like, no, he's had a good time. I knew.
he had a good time.
But I didn't say anything. I said, okay. Suji calls me back 30 minutes later and goes, "Hey, talk to Dlux." I said, "Yeah, how'd it go?" He goes, "Said he had the best time of his life." Like
Oh,
he
we
was like,
saw it in
even
chat.
he was like,
yo.
but he
It
was
was
trying to be like, "Yo,
inspiring.
Ange,
Yeah.
either you put Dlux into retirement, or he had a good time."
Can
I
I
was
confident.
confident.
Can
I
I
was like, "This
talk
motherfucker had a
about-
great time."
Can I talk about You're Not Down and this
You're in the crowd.
this ties into DJing in general.
Yeah.
The first time I did You're Not Down, I was nervous. So what did I do? I prepared. I sat.
By the way,
I
that
do- and I
set
don't
still goes
prepare
down
anymore
as
'cause I'm
we
just like-
fucking you epic history.
I
that
made-
set was amazing.
Thank you. So let me get back to that. But thank you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
No, so
So let me stop.
I prepared for a few days, like adding shit, downloading shit, thinking of shit, going into Spotify, like digging. All right, let me go into this play because Spotify does well with like playlists, and then you just okay, cool. Like I remember I did a party for a celebrity, won't say her name, Kylie Jenner, but it was a disco party. I was like, I don't have fucking disco, and I went to disco playlist, and it was really. Boom, just download the whole shit.
Curated well, yeah.
So I did the same thing.
Question though, as a young girl, did she really fuck with that disco shit?
She loved it.
Wow.
To the point where I thought she wanted to hear Travis and all this other shit. And she
She's
was like,
no. Isn't that
guys? Disco, bro.
Good music is good music.
Ring my bell.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. Anyway, so I prepared. So I came on, and I still, dude, I have to follow up fucking Angie, which I mentioned she's Beyonce up there.
You played after her.
After.
Oh my goodness.
I set it up to. I'm not the star.
Yeah, but it's your party.
But
No.
I'm not.
Of course, you're the star.
But I'm not the star. I play early. Like these boys are my. These are what I want to hear.
You're getting chokeholds through the crowd,
bro.
Like, come on.
I don't end. I don't shut down the party. I play at like 5, 6.
So I'm like, all right, I already got this playlist. I'm prepared. I know where I want to go. I knew I wanted to get into a new wave set.
They love it.
I knew this was right after, like, this is like right after like pandemic, and like I knew my new wave sets were like
popping.
They're hot.
Yeah.
This is the first time you played her.
This was
the
the alley.
first one.
First
this
time,
is the first
okay,
one.
Okay. The alley. Okay.
First time even going to this party. I'm prepared, bro. I'm going crazy. I go on. I approach this gig with so much confidence, and I just go crazy. And these guys know I hate myself. Yeah. So like I always feel like
not really.
No, like like I never fucking
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking killed it, bro. Like I felt good about the set.
Yeah.
Oh no, you schmurdered it.
I schmurdered it. Thank you for noticing.
We talk about it to this day.
Thank you for noticing.
That set, that season was just fucking the best set of the season.
So, fast forward, I do it again. I have the playlist already. I had a couple things, didn't prepare as much. I get to the show, I'm nervous. Fashion shows up, I'm scared. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. Señorita's going crazy, and then Angie gets on. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And Angie makes you feel so comfortable. Play whatever you want, whatever you want to play in Vegas. Don't play it here. Do what you want to do. And I was just like,
that's our mission. That's our mission.
That's her like.
We
prep
want
talk.
the DJs to play.
That's her prep talk.
What they want to play with a separation of. If you could play some bangers that are new, don't stay there. Play with your fucking heart. You want to play a fucking 60-minute Motown set? Motherfucker, play it.
So in my head, I was like, let me try to go a different route from the first year that I did it. I come in and it's not hot. I don't come in hot. And I'm just like, damn. And I feel it. I feel awkward. And I'm like, take another shot. And I'm just like, I'm not. And the reason I bring this up because like just the preparation is so important that it's something as a working DJ you tend to not, because you're on the road. It's like
we felt your
it's like, I don't practice. Every
energy,
gig is practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So I came on, and the first few, like I'll call it first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, fuck, I suck.
But mine are that way too. I'm the fucking
And
whatever.
I was
still feel
not
that
feeling
way.
good until I was just like, you know what? Hold on. And I like got on a mic, and I just started really slamming things. Like, let me just go in, and then I would like set songs up, and I set up fucking Peso Pluma.
Yep.
On the
I
mic.
set it up so nice.
Yeah.
And then I set it up. I said, you know what? Let me go back to where this came from. I put Chalino Sanchez.
Yep.
And then Ramon and bro, it was. And then it's
You're
just
in
like,
the zone at that
I got
point.
him.
Yeah.
Because they
got
are
'em.
there to be on a musical journey. They're not there to hear.
And I
they're
was
not there to be at a
overthinking
club.
it at
They're
first 'cause I was
there
scared.
to be on a. They want to know what you want to know. They want to experience what you're experiencing. So that's the best part of this crowd is they don't. This crowd is 21, and I'm not kidding you. We do 21-year-old birthday parties. We do 60-year-old birthday parties.
Wow.
It is 21 to 100 years old. Like
Love it.
no one's ever done that.
Hold on. I don't think I've ever heard Eric say he played Chalino.
Yeah, Chalino
In my
Pops.
line,
Spot.
bro.
I don't know what that is,
fucking-
but I'm gonna fucking
insane.
download it.
That's the
It's
OG.
literally
That's the
like-
OG.
Chalino
Like
Pops.
if you listen
That's
to
the
Peso
OG,
Pluma's like tone,
Yep, it is Chalino
he's-
Sanchez.
that's
Chalino
Chalino, which
Sanchez,
got killed when he was,
Yeah.
in his prime. But like,
Sinaloa,
that's
Yeah.
his
Oh, it's
shit.
like cartel.
Yeah, it's
music.
cartel.
It was just
he's
like
a-
that
he's like
OG.
one of the originators of that genre.
Oh, wow.
He was the OG of the corridos, bro. So
Oh, shit.
I set it up. I was like, this is where he gets it from. And then people are going crazy. And then I went to Ramon, and then I was just like, all right, let's
You
go.
were good.
I can't even lose now.
Insane.
But it took 15 minutes of awkwardness.
But same with me.
And then I
That's
just
like
had
a
to
warm up, 10, 15
Same with
minutes.
me.
You warm up. Yeah.
I'm fucking train wrecking. Because not only that, I'm getting texts of the door needs this. I'm still running
'cause
the
you're running
party.
the whole thing.
But I
yeah.
feel like
It's the same with me.
So it's
That's a
funny.
whole
It
nother
takes me
thing.
about
No, but
20
it's-
minutes to get in my groove.
But the funny thing is, I wanted to ask you because outside looking in, you came in and it's just like fucking A to beginning to end is just not a phenomenal like experience.
Yeah.
But like Did you notice I was fucking shit?
I noticed. No, you were not shit. Did we as a group notice that you felt nervous? Yes.
I was so nervous.
But we felt exactly what you said. I said it took him about 15 minutes, but again, it does the same for me. So we're all the same. Like, it's very rare that a DJ comes in. Jay Espinoza didn't get to play this last time. We had an issue, but he's back.
When?
This month.
I'm
shit.
excited.
Wait, what's the date?
That
So
motherfucker
July
knows his shit.
16th, Sunday.
July 16th.
Put it in.
July.
Jay
Damn
is
it,
fashion.
I'm in Tokyo.
Ooh, I just dropped
Ooh,
it.
I'm at XS and IU.
At night
Yeah, both.
and the
I'm in
daytime.
Tokyo.
Well, basically, he's coming back,
Love
and
Jay.
he literally said, "I'm so glad that I got to come to this party and not play and see it,
Yeah.
because I would have never done what I know that I
He's
can do here."
he's a preparer. He is.
He's like, "I'm
Now
thankful."
he knows.
Yeah,
and he's coming hard,
Oh,
and I'm
dude.
like, "Great, you can't be." It's a. We don't play these parties. This is a new party. I tell people. A lot. We're having a conversation with the crowd back and forth. Clubs don't do that. Most
Yeah.
people say, "Get the fuck off the mic." We're like hanging out. All right,
No,
you guys.
we're-
Here's the deal. So when I play this song, they're listening. I drop it. Ah.
It felt like a stream.
Yeah,
Like,
it
for
is like a
real.
live
Yeah.
stream. They're with it. So, were you nervous? Did we notice? Yeah. Did you kick in about 15 minutes and fucking murder it? We noticed. Yep. Good.
But can you say that the first time I was A to
A to
Z, I was hot?
There has not you were hot.
But I prepared.
You were hot. No, you came in hot.
I want to say that like
I will
that's
stand by the best
that's
set of
difference.
2022.
That's the difference between
Eric Dlux takes that crown.
Oh, thank you.
No,
What?
we talk about it. Yeah.
That's the difference between preparing and not. You know, like I was so prepared, and I told Five. I think I told Scratchy, but earlier I was preparing for Miles Medina's party, Sunday brunch, and I was
I've been
Bay?
practicing
too. Yeah.
in
Wait, you're in
San
the Bay on
Diego.
Sunday?
In San Diego, July 2nd.
July
Okay.
2nd. Okay.
So, someone else is there with us, but
And I was like, I need
Arcade,
to like for real just fucking
Yeah,
prepare
same.
and practice for this.
All right. Baby.
All right, guys, we're three
Sorry,
hours
guys.
in.
We're lit.
4 hours later.
Joe Rogan.
such a good. No, I
podcast.
mean, you know,
This is great. No, this is great.
Was it good? Did we
Family-
do okay?
No, this was honestly
it's a great convo,
amazing.
family shit.
Oh, thank you for
you.
having me.
We could have
guys.
kept going,
This
to
is
be
incredible.
honest.
No, you're a resident, but
Oh yeah.
You're
Yeah,
in.
I don't know if you
today,
knew
like,
that,
who's the
but,
fourth person like you? I was like, oh yeah.
You're in now. Oh yeah, the fourth.
Call this part one.
Part 1.
I would be down to come back with part
Yeah.
2.
you come in. Oh, you know what?
Oh wow.
We'll do.
Let's
we'll
do a recap after.
We'll
the
do
You're Not
Vice
Down.
and Angie Vee
Oh wow.
with us.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
insane.
That would be amazing because I would
That'd
love
be
to
cool.
hear like what questions you have for him.
So wait, so my birthday's in September,
September what? I'm
Okay.
September 2.
and but my dream is like Vice, Eric Dlux 5.
Ooh.
Budget wise, I can't like pay you guys like the top
No.
tier, but I still pay you good.
Come on, Angie.
If I can get
I don't
five-
expect. No,
I was
honestly,
about to like tell you before you said that. I was gonna say, hey, so the next year not down.
My September is
It's
my
gonna be
birthday
all
one,
of
and
us.
I always want it to be what I would want to celebrate. Like I don't care to
Dope,
DJ.
yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
be around people that inspire me and make me feel good. And
Now we'll
you
make
guys
it
are my
happen.
people.
Let go.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
You just spilled the lineup, but it's a fine. If they
Vice
heard,
has done it
if
every
they,
year.
If they heard
Except
3
one.
hours of this podcast, they deserve to know
Deserve
the
to know.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
I
just
mean-
saying, like that's just my dream.
Wait, when's your birthday? September what?
28th. So
Okay,
it'll be the
September
last
28th.
Sunday of September.
Done.
Okay.
Done. I'm already.
Actually, it might be the
Inked
last
in.
Sunday.
I'm booked.
Lock it now.
I'm booked already.
The venue was like, what are we gonna? Originally, we wanted to like turn it into a real festival,
the
Ferris wheel
24th?
and like big, but I think we're still managing what we're doing.
It's gonna be at
I
the
want to
same
do one
place?
season, same place,
The outdoor place.
one
Okay.
season of just us.
24th.
What's the Sunday after that?
Sunday after.
After that, it's October. That's
so
the
first
last Sunday.
weekend of October.
The 24th
24th
or
the last
October
Sunday.
1st.
It's still
Dude.
tentative, but one of those two. What do you
I
have?
have marquee already.
On what?
24th
Daytime or night?
night.
Perfect. You can still go.
I mean, yeah.
Technically, you can.
yeah.
Ontario Airport. You're there in 30 minutes.
I like
You
how you
might be right.
manifested that. If you want to come do a 60-minute Motown set,
I'm down.
Bro.
Lego.
You can't go wrong
okay,
at You're Not
alright.
Down.
I still have dreams
I still
about
have
it
to like
set.
dig it up, but
You really can't go wrong.
bro.
And
You're
you
not
did
down,
my birthday
bro. You're
last
not
year and you
down.
fucking
You're not
killed it.
down. You're not down.
The thing about
I didn't
You're Not
prepare, so I sucked.
No,
Was his
you
set
killed
good
it. It
beginning
was.
to end?
No.
I swear
No,
to God.
towards the end I lost it.
I don't remember
No,
the
I
end
had
because I was
V come
blacked
down
out
and be
by
like,
then.
play old school. I'm like, all right. And then Vice was like, let me go on early. I'm like, all right.
See, I don't know. I
so
was blacked
Vice,
out by then.
Vice knew you were fucking.
Yeah. I knew. I was like,
But
yo,
you
I'm
were
like,
also probably fucked up.
no, I was faded. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I was like, I'm lost. And Vice saw it. And he was like, yo, let me get on. I'm like, perfect.
Fun Guy 5.
It's a fun
And we
party.
played fucking flash dance or some shit. I'm like, yeah, see, there you go. Like flashlight. I don't know.
Oh no, flashlight. That's pops.
Yeah, he knew. I was like, I wasn't gonna play that.
No,
It's the best party in the
Vice
world.
knows
I
shit. It's the
stand
best-
by
it
it.
really
What's
is.
the biggest record that you're not
Babe,
doing?
We're Gonna Love Tonight by Lime.
Wow.
Wow.
The minute that
Good
drops,
record.
it's almost our like signature song.
All right,
Wow,
nobody
that's
play it in September.
Bam, bam, bam,
But
bam,
me.
bam, bam. You can all play it.
No, you
and
can play it
time.
every hour.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll
you'll
be
like
happy.
love
That's
it.
like
Maybe 5 will do a remix on GarageBand.
Lime,
I'll
Babe,
do
We're
it,
Gonna
I'll
Love
do it.
Tonight. Number one song.
Bam, 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 bam. You can do a
Oh,
fucking mashup.
wow. There we go.
Hold on.
We
Shut
could
up,
match
don't say
up.
that. I'm gonna do it. Shut up. Don't talk no more.
We like to party.
Bam, 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 bam.
All right, guys, this is 3 hours.
How has nobody thought about that before? That's insane.
Bro, I got that ear.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, boy.
Angie,
Ghost
thank you so
produce for me.
much.
I want to make music.
Oh, wow, there you
good.
go. You didn't even say that.
So that's next.
There's
That's
another,
next.
I don't know how, but I feel like my ear. I want to make music.
Have you
for-
read Rick Rubin's book?
No.
Oh, incredible.
You should read it.
Okay.
Because guess what? He doesn't make music.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And
play
he's
one
probably the
instrument.
best producer of all time.
Time.
Neither is Puffy.
He said, I don't know how to play instruments. I don't.
My ear
I
is
don't
fucking insane.
know how to work beat machines. And
Yep.
people are like, wait, what do you do? He's just like,
I
I
know good
know
music.
I know what I like, and I know how to get it out of the artist
Yeah.
and then feel comfortable. And guess what? It works.
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna read it. Send it to me.
Incredible.
No, I
I'm
don't.
gonna
I
make
never
music
read it.
one day.
Just
And I don't
couple
care that I'm
podcasts.
fucking gonna be
Podcasts,
40
yeah.
years
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
I'm
you-
still gonna make music.
Let go.
You can.
Angie Vee, love you. Izzo, thank you.
you.
Orgullo
Yes,
Wines.
No, thank you guys.
Headliner. Actually, you know what? If you heard the end of this podcast,
Yep.
I want to do a discount code for some merch.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
got some merch. Headlinermusicclub.com. If you heard the end, we should give a pretty good discount.
For real,
Like
though.
fucking how much?
Yeah.
Scratchy. Call the place.
30?
35%.
35% off.
35%
Ooh.
off. The
What's
code is gonna be
Fourth meal pod.
That's long.
No, it's-
the
no.
All
And
right.
I'll tell you what. And if it's cool with Angie, maybe those people that are going to get this discount code, let's put them on the guest list for the next You're Not Down.
I'm not mad at that.
And the code is You're Not Down.
I'm not mad
You're-
at that.
Actually,
down.
easier
a long
because
time.
you're not down as a little spelled a little funky.
That's
It
true.
is. Your YER.
Let's make it easy. The code is just Angie, all caps.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you
Angie, ANGIE,
And that's
So-
35% off.
35%
35% off and
merch.
on the guest list for You're Not Down.
and you're on the guest list for
You're Not Down.
the September
When does this
one?
drop?
When's the next one?
We don't know,
September?
but soon.
We'll,
So then
we'll
we'll
edit it.
say, depending on when this drops, you'll know the next You're Not Down. It's
No, no, it
available.
would be before that.
We'll
Wait,
send them
wait.
an email blast, and they'll know when it's gonna when
Yeah.
they'll get it. Yeah.
So we'll
We got
see
you.
when it drops.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with that.
All right, cool. We'll see how many. Let's see if we sell one shirt.
You'll sell one
This is
shirt.
a long pod.
Let go.
Yo, thank you.
Thank you
Angie.
for having me, you
Angie. Love
guys.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love you guys, and I'm
Love you
so
too.
honored to call you guys friends.
Very,
now,
very
and
proud of you.
Thank you.
For real.
Yep.
Insane.
Like y'all are my boys. I was telling someone, I was like, I do podcasts, but I'm doing it with my boys tonight. Like you guys are my boys. Like I'm so comfortable with you
We've
guys.
been in
so
your
thank
house.
you.
What was when we
My birthday.
Was it your birthday?
my
Yeah,
birthday.
that was.
Dude, we were
Couldn't believe that.
fucking.
That was
She had
fun.
this was the first time I ever went to like someone's house and they had a fucking whole little paleta.
Oh yeah, I have a Paleta
And
card.
I was like, yo, this is
Wow.
amazing.
I was just starstruck
Where
when I
did
saw
you
Ray
get
Ray.
My dad. I bought it on OfferUp
I,
for your. I bought it.
I
That's
love
awesome.
OfferUp, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, offer
You
up
can find
hot.
anything.
Yeah.
Top P.
Deals.
Thank you.
All right, we out.
Thank you for listening. See you guys soon. Peace.